And you gonna get off his corners? You gonna leave his people be? Or you the one that's gonna find yourself a new plug?
You don't mean that shit?
The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just cause you don't like the way another nigga talk. Drive, motherfucker!
New Age Media and Entertainment.
What?
It's grab. Shout out to Fly One Entertainment. You understand what I'm saying? It's more than just music. It's a movement. Respect that shit. That's what it is. What's up?
But now I'm home. And now that I'm back on the block, I'm getting this on the block. I'm getting this money. Like for years I've been missing the block. But now I'm home. And now that I'm back on the block.
Testing 1 2. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the PDXDOPE podcast. And yes, I'm your host, Mr. Ray Nelson Jr. Having a little technical difficulties this evening. Bear with me, but I'll get it figured out. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the panel introduced. Got Clarice in the building.
Happy Friday.
We got Patty LaBelle in the building. So, are you hearing music playing in the background?
I am.
Yep. Sounds like elevator music.
Oh, I thought it sounded like a ringtone.
Or
I thought that was intentional.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I usually hear it, but for whatever reason, I'm not hearing it today. So.
Oh, we hear it.
Is it supposed to be like ringtone sound music, like chime, like?
Yeah, it's just one of the little, one of the background ones because I was switching it out because I had a song playing, but for whatever reason, it's not. It's not. I'm not able to hear it on my end for whatever reason, and I'm kind of like looking at, my audio. Like, well, why can't I hear this? So, yeah, bullshit. Anyway, we got Scooty and all right. Next up on the set, we got Scooty in the building. What's up with you, brother? And Marcus Soul in the building.
Mark, you safe?
You
safe from those tornadoes?
He woke now. We can't hear him talking because he's on mute.
Wow.
Oh, we can hear you, but it's still muffled.
Through your earphones. Turn your phone sideways. Or whatever you got going on. Negative, Ghost Rider. Okay.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Oh shit!
Mark, are you on mute? Is he on mute?
No, he just got some.
Oh,
He just got some different kind of audio jumping off right now.
is that the Mac?
I'm assuming so.
Okay, well, everybody, happy Friday. What's going on to you? Ray's jumped off for a minute. Mark's off camera for a second.
And Milk Dud is moving around.
Scooty, how are you doing?
Yeah, what's up? Oh, I'm
Friday?
tired as shit. I just finished laying out 7.5 yards of bark dust, so I'm motherfucking tired. Shit.
Ooh, I don't even know what 7.5 yards of bark does. Even like I can't even visualize that.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's
It's
a
a
Is it
lot.
square yards? Is it square yards?
No, it's basically I did enough to cover 2,000 square feet, 3 inches deep. Like they came with a truck and dumped this shit at my house.
And then you had to sit there and level that out. Why so deep? Like educate me and educate the viewers. Hey, Ebony, what's up? I see you in the building. Educate me.
Oh,
and
that's
why
just
so
how
deep?
that's just how they measure it. It's 3 inches deep, you know.
No,
And so that's just so you know how much to get.
because it turns into mulch at the end anyway. At the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so I gotta buy like probably another 4 yards. So I ain't done.
What does that run you? Not just
7.5 is 362.
362.
Yeah.
No, that's not as bad as I mean, like that's not horrible.
No.
Hey, Renaud.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up, man?
You don't sound too enthused to be here with us this evening.
Are you sleepy?
Does it appear I'm sleepy?
That nigga high as rap.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it could be sleepy.
Ding.
It could be
Ding,
relaxed,
ding, ding.
induced
Don-
relaxation. It could be
Don
induced
hit it
relaxation.
Yeah, Don hit it on. Don
Yo.
called you. Yeah.
What's up with it, man?
What's up? Hold on.
You got fighting weight right now, I see.
Oh, yeah.
At that 205, you have fighting weight.
How y'all doing? Are we live? We're live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
we're
are
live.
live, bro.
Good, bro.
No, you should have said nothing unless you just go for it. Just get into it. Tell all the business.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh
As you
my
would say, let me
God.
tell you something, Hall.
You're right. Yeah, man, my shit is over here tripping.
Okay, so I felt kind of bad because I just had to reconnect to a different internet
Server?
provider. Yeah,
What's your
exactly.
phone
Yeah.
hotspot? You doing a hotspot?
I'm doing a hotspot, yes.
No, there you go. Sure.
Until I figure out.
So you're not at home?
No, I'm not. But
Oh,
I'm just
sure.
saying,
Go ahead.
so once I get my
Oh, that
computer
nigga
working,
stumbling and fumbling right now.
right? When I get my computer, my laptop working properly, and I can troubleshoot and see if I can get connected to the new provider.
I support you being a remote worker.
Right.
Workers' rights. I'm all about the workers' rights.
All that good shit. I'm all about the workers too. Do your fucking job, and it will be all good. I'm just telling you. I don't got time for it. I don't care. Fuck that. No, I'm not hating because I'm a worker too.
You are. That's true. That's true. You are.
I'm gonna try this one again.
One more again.
What's going on over there, Coach? What's going on over there?
Shut up, ho! I'm frustrated. Let me tell you something. I'm about to flash, ho.
He gonna tear all that shit up, y'all.
I'm keeping it together right now, and everything seems to not be working correctly right now.
Listen,
and I'm trying to keep my best face on. I
Listen,
will be
sir.
back. I'm very triggered, Clara. I am very triggered right now.
Listen, sir. I didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
No, you're fine. I've been doing a good job holding it together, but that just made me lose it. It's not your fault.
Okay,
It's just,
all right.
I couldn't
I
contain
understand.
myself. Okay, so one moment. I will be back, ladies and gentlemen. One moment.
You just push that button. Okay,
Right
continuing on.
And right after we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Right after these messages, folks. Oh, that shit's funny. Oh, that's
And as the messages continue on, Mark's living it up in Tornado Alley.
Where's that?
How's that working out for you?
Working?
The last hour and a half in the stairwell.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh, so you're not safe yet. Are you on the podcast?
No, you know how it is. Them tornadoes hit on the
I don't know
outskirts.
shit. I don't know nothing. I ain't over there.
Well, they hit on the outskirts, like say at Tigard or Gresham,
Right.
City.
In Eastern Oregon or something like that.
Yeah, right. But I mean, it's still kind of close. But it hit the airport, and
but they can change their mind at any moment.
So what?
They can change their mind at any moment
and go where they want to go.
But yeah, it's been pretty crazy. But we cool though. It's nothing but rain now though. Well,
No flash floods or
thunderstorms. Is it
Yeah,
thundering?
Yep. We had a bit of that.
Those
This is how
thunderstorms
it's
can be
gonna have
vicious
to
too.
be.
Right.
This motherfucking shit is not working. Oh, I don't know what's going on with my shit. But
That high speed
fucking
internet.
bullshit. Listen. My internet is good.
Listen,
It's
things happen. I'm using my hotspot as we speak, so like you can't yeah.
No, nigga, I'm using the Ethernet, bro. That's what makes it fucking terrible. Oh, that's why I'm so frustrated. I'm super mad right now. I'm gonna mute my phone.
What's the difference between the Ethernet and all that other stuff? I don't even know.
Well, it's not wireless. Yes,
what?
fast, yeah.
Well, it's not wireless, but I think direct connect is faster than Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The Ethernet connection is faster.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the direct connect. Is that with the little yellow cord?
Yeah, or whatever color. But yeah, go right from the
said whatever
color.
Right from the modem.
God.
Right.
Hey, look, they bring you the yellow cord. That's what I know. They're like, put the yellow cord into da 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 da.
I mean, sometimes I have to buy extensions, so like I have.
Sometimes they're green. I think I got a green one around here.
Yeah, I got a couple of them I ain't never used. Brand new. He's gone again.
Oh, he's gone?
Well, yeah, I mean, he'll be back. I'm sure. He's just trying to get things together. He probably
We'll be right back after these messages.
He's probably getting ready to hear all that.
Right back after these messages.
So, well, I guess considering this,
I think a lot has to do with the weather currently, and because
What's the weather doing outside your crib? Because to me, I just see clouds.
Well, it was like a winter. It was like a blustery. Ooh, just a wind and storm. Like you got to have your windshield wipers like this.
Is that the fast speed, Renaud? Is that the fast speed?
The fastest it can go.
I believe it's called high.
Yeah, that one.
They got the little lines and shit,
Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
Hey, I believe it.
But I recommend anybody driving in that type of weather to slow down 10 miles under the speed limit because you can't see the splashing. The roads have oil.
So there's one of the stories is about
and with all the potholes and the hydroplaning.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm about to send the city a bill for my vehicle. I need y'all to reimburse me for.
You need a new wheel alignment too. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all that.
Yeah.
It says Portland transitional housing resident accused of slashing dog with a machete.
I saw that.
Wow, how cool is that?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an animal rights
53-year-old
activist, so I ain't feeling that.
Yeah, so we knew that. I knew that was coming. So it says Portland, Oregon, a 53-year-old man living in transitional housing property in Portland's Buckman neighborhood was arrested for multiple animal abuse charges on April 21st after he allegedly slashed another dog's resident with a machete. An affidavit was filed on April 22nd documenting the evidence collected by Portland Police Bureau Officer Sean Burns, who responded to the scene of the crime shortly before 2 p.m. The affidavit states multiple witnesses saw Clifford Apartments resident Ricardo Perez Rodriguez enter the building on Morrison Street and swing a machete at a fellow resident, slicing her dog in the face.
Is the dog dead?
I don't think so. I don't know, but it says Perez.
But what did the dog provoke her?
You mean him?
Him. We don't know.
Getting to that. It says Perez Rodriguez told officers that he used the machete after the dog tried to attack him. However, apartment employee Yasmin Garrett told the officer that Perez Rodriguez used the machete after he started an argument with the resident, telling her to shut up.
Oh, so the dog was protecting its owner.
There you go, sir. Yep.
Yeah,
of
Officer
course.
Burns.
The dog was doing what dogs do.
This is the first story y'all picked?
No, I just
no.
I was just.
I don't know.
I just started reading it.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, Petty just started reading it.
My bad. My apologies.
No,
I was just looking at the stories.
She's looking at the stories. You have the story in there about.
Let's just go to the top one, okay? Let's talk about Portland police tackle human trafficking in plain sight.
Oh, interesting.
1 second. Move this motherfucker. I'll go over here.
Okay, let's look here.
And then I have a video. Relax, I got it.
While you're pulling up the video, y'all hear about Benson being had a threat against it?
Yeah, I seen that today too. Sure did.
What was it? I didn't see it. Can you guys enlighten me?
It was a threat from a kid in Omaha, Nebraska that supposedly made a threat
The Portland
against
Police
Benson.
Bureau has an entire unit dedicated to fighting the crime and helping victims that are caught in the middle.
Fox 12 Investigates reporter Ezra Kaplan got exclusive access to Portland's human trafficking unit. He's joining us now in the studio with the story. Ezra, good morning.
Good morning. Human trafficking is defined as the use of force, fraud, or coercion to obtain some sort of labor or commercial sex act. Oftentimes, it's a crime hidden from public view and tough for law enforcement to find. But in Portland, there's one part of town where sex trafficking is happening out in the open, day and night, for all to see. We joined Portland Police's human trafficking unit to find out how they are tackling the problem. It's just after dark, and Sergeant Christy Butcher is keeping watch of a car that just pulled up to a corner on 82nd Avenue.
Looks like the female in the pink shorts is going to be moving up to 82 Beach.
A network of spotters, plainclothed officers in unmarked cars, keeps watch as a woman gets into the stranger's car.
So we're conducting a directed patrol mission, and we're focusing on visible prostitution and everything that comes with that work.
In this case, they suspect the driver is a buyer, formerly known as a John. Sergeant Butcher calls in the marked units, which pull the car over and make an arrest. The man will be charged with commercial sex solicitation, a Class A misdemeanor. The woman in the car is offered services and let go. This is the work of Portland Police Bureau's Human Trafficking Unit. So we're out here, we're on 82nd Avenue, and you see a woman walking the street soliciting for sex. How likely is it that there's also a human trafficker within eyesight?
In
A pimp?
our experience, we think it's pretty likely.
Human
Much of their
trafficker.
work
They don't even
is
call it
concentrated on a very small part of the
You are a
city,
human trafficker.
82nd Avenue. 2/3 of prostitution charges
All
over
right.
the last year have come from the area. according to Portland Police Bureau data. It's known as the Blade.
It's a
The
street
Blade.
term for an avenue where you see women working, selling sex, being sold for sex.
Sergeant Butcher is the head of the unit and has seen how the work has changed over the past 20 years.
I remember as a young officer being a decoy on the street,
you
arresting
protected and
buyers.
serving?
But then I remember, arresting women for the crime of prostitution on a regular basis as well.
No.
I think we've come a long way.
But I will tell you what, I will respect her because I ain't trying to go to jail.
Officers
nigga.
work with
You
advocates and
heard,
provide
nigga.
wraparound services.
Just tell me, I need you to leave or walk away.
On a
Walk
regular
away.
basis, her team is joined by patrol
What you
officers
gonna do?
as well as partners
Like,
from the
shut your
FBI
ass up,
and
bitch.
the district
You're
attorney's
different
office
one of them, and then you'll walk
conduct
away.
enforcement missions.
That bitch have
Everyone
been
keep your head
shot
on
me,
a swivel.
nigga.
This is a dangerous area, super dangerous game, a lot of money involved.
She almost at the end of her rope though. She don't got no energy, bro.
Buyers know
Talk
that
about
the
being a
women
young
likely
officer
won't
many
report
years ago
crimes
and
to
being
the
a
police
decoy.
and often take advantage of that.
I've been a police officer now for 20
She
years.
probably went in too
Before
deep.
I got in this unit, I would have told
said
you
20 years.
Oh, human trafficking is not that big a
Huh?
deal in Portland.
Yeah,
And
she
it's
went in
the
deep.
furthest thing
She
from the
did the
truth.
drugs and
Right
everything.
away,
They played
the
a
team
role to get
spots
the
a man
get the
leaving
bus.
from a date. The
20
slang
years.
word used to describe the time of interaction between a survivor and a buyer.
Eastbound Sandy, missing the rear wheel hubcap.
The marked units sweep in and pull him over. He denied any sexual transaction, but the team already had enough evidence for an arrest and citation.
He
In
out there
Portland,
trying to
there
find
are
some
broad
cat,
laws
nigga.
that officers and prosecutors can use to go after buyers. That includes everything from circling the block to stopping and talking with women known to be sex workers.
You niggas better
Catching
stop you
traffickers
driving on
is
82nd.
much
You better
more
stop talking to them bitches, nigga. Out there driving by
The
like,
call
hey,
comes
hello.
in that a
Hey,
suspected
niggas
human
are
trafficker
fucking
is in the
Excuse me,
area.
it's called the
And
Avenue of
spotters
Roses.
saw a woman they are familiar with.
That's what they
get
call it,
into
Claire?
his SUV.
You didn't just see this above the sign? It says Avenue of Roses.
Oh yeah.
As uniform officers detain the
That's
suspect
a
and
toilet
talk with
that
the woman,
they make for women
detectives
too, the
discuss
rose,
probable cause.
you know what
I think you definitely have enough.
That's because they
things.
finna revamp 80
Police
seconds. So
officers
they got to
earlier.
start, you know.
Car parked in the area.
The officers
Watch.
are that
As
he
they
has been
start doing that.
trafficking the woman.
Oh, this
But
nigga
for
was out
now,
here
all they
pimping.
can prove
Young
is driving
nigga.
without license or
Yeah, that
insurance.
nigga out
He's
there,
going to be
man.
released and
Look, what kind
cited
of
for
pimp
the
dressed like
violations.
that?
His cell phone
A young
will be
cat.
seized.
That cell phone
Pimping
will
for
be
drugs.
crucial
Nigga.
as
Hold
they
on, what
work
she said,
to
the
build
young
a
cat?
case,
She
which
said he's going
turns
to be
out
released.
incredibly
Yeah.
difficult. Just ask one of Multnomah
She,
County's
nigga, she
lead
made a choice
prosecutors.
to do
One
it.
of the
He just
challenges
put
all
her
prosecutors
straight.
face, but it becomes very
So you
apparent
mean
in
to tell me
trafficking
that
cases,
she's
is
retarded?
in order
and
to
she
bring a
got her,
case,
you know?
witnesses have to testify.
And the women caught in the middle of a world of crime are rarely ready to trust the police or prosecutors who are trying to get them out.
Oh, so
I've got a lot of questions.
well, let's get started.
Let's get started.
I mean, what's the objective? So they said they're going to release him.
Real quick, Claire, if you guys see somebody in the comment, let me know because I got full screen, so I won't be able to see him right away.
Ebony's in the building. I shouted her out, so we know that
All right.
Ebony's in the building. So she,
Yeah.
hopefully, she'll join.
No, I'm
in.
just saying, just be on the lookout because I'm not looking.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Like, what's the objective? So they said that the women are let go. So you're not looking at arresting the women. They
Why
just
not?
said that I don't know. But they just said that the women are let go in the video.
I'll say
They
that
said
for
that
later.
with this guy that he was going to be let go.
But the dude who got arrested who was driving around the corner talking to him.
I mean, but like, if you want, like, what is their objective? Like, what is your end goal? Who are you trying to get? If you're just going to snatch them and book and release or whatever you do and let them go, is it just to scare them so people stop engaging in this? Like, I just am curious what the end goal is. I'm not saying that I think
It's what you said earlier.
Prostitution or buying sex or whatever.
It's what you were saying earlier in the, during the video when you were talking about they're trying to clean up 82nd because they have that they're revitalizing that area and that, you know, over there, and so they're being proactive with this whole thing. And you know, the whole human trafficking thing is kind of like they're you know, they sell fear, you know, and people buy into that kind of thing. So I think that's probably what this about too, though.
Okay,
I mean,
so
it's bad over there, though. I mean, I ride over
I'm gonna
when I go to
interject.
see Anthony. He lives on 82nd. This hole is all up the block.
I know.
Is there? Because
Yeah.
I seen one.
Oh,
I think
sorry for Fremont.
No, they out there. It's
No,
Man, when I see back having the basketball practice, you see them little girls. They be anywhere.
Yeah.
12,
Hey,
12,
one
12
time
to
I seen
65.
like 10,
10
huddled together.
12 to 65, ages 12 to 65 out
Listen,
there selling.
I was at the studio.
say 12 to
I was at the
65.
studio recording music. And Anthony's like, come on, man, let's go outside real quick. Let's go look at these hoes. And I was like, man, ain't no hoes out there. We walk out on the block and walk to 82nd because he's right there on 82nd, nigga. We just stare and look, nigga, it's hoes, nigga. I was like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, it's hoes. It's hoes out there. You know?
But here's the thing. The revitalization, like, they're going to actually have to start the real work on 82nd before you start making it look clean because the street is trashed all the way
like
from
Union
the furthest
Avenue
north to the furthest south. It's nothing but potholes. It's just raggedy. So once you actually start grinding down that street and you start repaving it and building, literally rebuilding all the structures, revitalizing the houses, everything that's on the street, then they can really start to have that conversation because people will see that revitalization. But that's a couple years out. And right now it's just trash.
But they've been working on that. That's the Felony Flats area, though, right? Is that the
No,
Blade?
they're going to take it all the way from the airport all the way down to the Clackamas County line. Like they're going to do the whole thing.
The whole stretch.
The whole thing is going to be done.
Bro, there's a strip club right there on Fremont, and they'd be like,
and they're starting by the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so all that shit's getting ready to get pushed.
That'll be the first. That's going to be first, and then they'll make their way south. So, I think it's either they're going to take it from Killingsworth or Lombard. Killingsworth, maybe, whatever. But all the way through. So, I mean, but they actually, you got to actually do that stuff for people to really say like, oh,
yeah,
you're really doing it. I mean, until that actually happens.
And why are they doing it?
Well, okay, so a couple reasons. Number one, I mean, first and foremost, 82nd is Highway 213, right? So it's been owned by the state of Oregon. But the state, ODOT, hasn't done anything. They haven't been willing to do the upkeep that is needed on the street. So that's why the street is filled with problems.
The streets are fucked up over there too, by the way.
Just ride the street. Just ride 82nd from Killingsworth down to Clackamas Town Center, and I tell you, you're going to be swerving in the lane, trying to make sure that you don't bust a tire. It is trash. So Portland worked with ODOT to say, like, you're going to have to transfer, like, the responsibility and the right for us to be able to maintain the street because the street is horrible. So that all happened. That went through. They want to rebuild 82nd. Plus, you got to think with the population moving eastward, 82nd is like, I mean, it's really prime area. Like it's a prime strip. It's they can have.
I think it's something that needs to happen because even when I was coaching when it was still Madison. I remember they were showing us, we had this little meeting thing or whatever, and they were showing us the revitalization plan. And so it was like a 20-year plan. So they're in year 10 right now, actually.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Hold up, 82nd is being gentrified. That's what y'all saying.
I mean, ain't no niggas here anyway. This is the widest place on earth. It's being just revitalized, you know, like it's kind of ran down, you know. That's what
it's being cleaned up because it's a lot of abandoned shit.
82nd go from the airport all the way out to Clackamas Town Center and further, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit beyond, yeah.
And beyond. So, and so what she's saying is it's like parts of 82nd, meaning like in the northeast, or that part towards the airport, in between the airport, the end of the airport. Because you got the Kmart and all that shit, you know, you got all these burnt out businesses. And when I say burnt out, basically they, you know, empty buildings or buildings that are not in good condition. You know, investors are going to buy, and then they're going to rent out and lease, to other businesses and stuff like that. And so, and then they're going to have low income housing. There's money in there for that. The county was involved in helping develop that. So they're in year 10. I'm not sure exactly what they did with the first stages of that, but they did explain it, but I don't remember it.
I think it was they needed to deal with getting the funding and getting the plans. So there's federal dollars I think that are happening for 82nd, and then 122nd is going to be redone too.
They finna push these niggas all the way out to Fairview.
Well, the thing with 122nd is because so what happens is as you get further east, there's less like trees along the street, right? So it's hot. It's just a hot concrete jungle, and there's no it basically don't look like Ainsworth, right?
Right.
Remember when they redid Union and they put MLK.
They put the trees in the middle of the
Yeah, and they're gonna put the islands in the medians in. So in other words, it'll control.
Because in Portland, back when we were young, MLK, which we used to be called Union Avenue, was basically what 82nd is what we're talking about today. Holes on the strip, but it was in the hood.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they done moved to 82nd.
Basically, that's exactly what happened. They moved to 82nd and Sandy and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
there's a lot of meth over there too.
Listen, Union Avenue used to be a hot spot.
Fentanyl is king. Fentanyl is king. Would you say, Renald? Say it again.
Union Avenue used to be a hot spot in the 80s for the hoes on.
Man, it was hoes
all up and down. Because my grandma lived right around the corner.
Man, come on, we all grew up right there, bro. Nigga, I'm talking about, man. We was kids walking to school from my Aunt Rose's house up MLK, nigga, second grade, nigga. It's hoes, broken glass everywhere. I mean, all that shit was for real, nigga. When Portland went downhill, you know what I'm saying? Before they, when they were changing the name to MLK, if I remember it well, I remember they were talking about putting MLK, changing Waterfront, that strip, and calling that MLK. But then niggas, of course, was like, it has to be in the slums where niggas is at, so we're gonna put it, every MLK, it's in black.
Every MLK runs through the hood.
But
you go to the hood, find MLK.
But listen, that wasn't going to be necessarily the case here, though, because they was going to have it on Waterfront. And so, but the reason why they didn't do it, and I remember this shit, it's weird because I remember the news broadcast of this specific story, because it was a big thing, it's Union, man. And so the businesses down there didn't want to change their letterheads and do all this type of shit, so they pushed back. It was slight because you had black people, and black leaders during those times.
But they changed it to NATO.
Right. Yeah, but they didn't. They wanted, but the black leaders don't wanted it up MLK. You know what I'm saying? Where it was closer to black people in Portland, because black people in Portland have been displaced so much in the city. If you really know the history of this place.
Yeah.
And so it was important for them to have that run through here because it was kind of like this. It's symbolic, right? In the terms of where we started from, after the Vanport floods, to where we was living at, because I live in a neighborhood that, my parents was one of the first houses that they bought was over right around the corner from where I live. It's not there anymore, but it's right around the corner, Blandina. And it just shows you all this stuff. It's a trip, but yeah. But MLK though used to be Union Avenue, and it was a whole straw. Used to have. It was burnt out old clubs because they was going out of business. Reaganomics. It was the early '80s. Shit was changing, and those bars and stuff was closing down. And then you had Geneva's was the club that was popping over on Williams and Skidmore, and then it burnt down. You know what I mean? I was like one of the hottest clubs in Portland was Geneva's. Wasn't just the barbershop, it was a club before it was that. Straight like that. And I remember that shit as a little kid. You know, and my dad, we was talking about that shit the last time I was with him. Yeah, but it was called Geneva's. Do y'all remember what was the other place that caught on fire too? The hair spot on going in MLK right there, where those apartments is, the MLK apartments or whatever. That used to be a hair salon spot where they sold hair products. That's where I used to get my Jerry curl juice when I used to have.
Yeah, because it was an open field right there after it burned down.
Yeah, but before that, it was a spot there. Yeah. Do you remember they used to have the porn theater right there on MLK in Alberta? Right there on the corner. And then the Top Hat was right across the street from there.
I remember the Top Hat.
All stayed there, you know, and then across the street. You remember that shit? I remember, I think, what was it? Mandingo. It was a blaxploitation flick that came out in the early 70s. About nigga, you know, they was, you know, making niggas fight each other and all this shit. And I remember my mom was young when she had me though, but I remember her taking me to the movies with her friends to see that movie. I must have been like about 3 years old. But I remember it, and it was over there at that spot. I remember the spot. Yeah. And Mandingo.
She said, "My baby gonna learn today."
Hey, listen, my mom had me. I just remember how wild it was in there. Them niggas was crazy. For real though. This was in like 1974, 73, some type shit. You dig what I'm saying? And I remember that shit. That's one of these memories where I was just like, I never went anywhere. Yeah, man. It just in there, man. Niggas was kicking it. I mean, it was loud and obnoxious, you know. So I was, you know, that's just how niggas do. But I remember it.
Really?
I remember it. But anyway, move right along. 82nd will be revitalized. I support all that type shit. It needs to be because you
so where the hoes gonna go?
Listen, man,
don't you worry about that.
This nigga said hold on. We're gonna address what Mr. Scooty said here. Where are the hoes gonna go?
That's his
They displacing the hoes, man. You displaced them from Union, and now they went to 82nd. Now where they gonna go, bro?
Are you saying
instead of gentrification, it's co-location?
What was that?
They already out there anyway on 181st at the hotels. That's where the hotels is at, so that's where they're gonna go. It's easier.
To the left.
Right.
I think they need to be doing something with these motherfucking homeless people.
82nd is
The hell with
Portland,
82nd. Shit.
It starts in Northeast Portland, and then as you go south, it's south. So it's south.
but the area you talking about is southeast.
Northeast to southeast.
Northeast to southeast, yeah.
It runs north to south, and it's just on the east side of town.
You got to be careful when you go to Felony Flats.
You can fuck around and get robbed.
Well, they're gonna be out there too. So
I don't be. Only time I'm out in the numbers, nigga, is if I'm grocery shopping, nigga, or working out. Okay. I go to my spots.
But the Felony Flats is not out in the numbers though. Felony Flats is
I'm just saying, but the numbers is too.
But like you're killing me right now, right? Because that's not even your area. That's what I be cracking up because they be like, "Oh, the numbers." No, nigga, southeast, nigga. What's this numbers shit?
The numbers, nigga. You start getting into the hundreds, nigga. That's the why they call
it.
it.
That's the number. Yeah, anything past 100.
You get into anything past 102nd, nigga. It gets grimy, nigga. You start seeing shit. I went out there. I was out on the 160 something, nigga, hanging out, nigga. And I drove out there, and the further east I went, the blue tents was everywhere, man. Every little store had like nigga zombies everywhere, bro. It was crazy. See niggas in Chargers, nigga. You know, like I'm like looking, nigga. I got my gun. I'm like, ooh. move. Nigga, I got to
Right. The
cool
numbers is
out here.
different than the flats.
Yeah.
Well, the flats is kind of like a zombie zone, you know.
Now.
It's real crime. Shit, our man about 20 years. Shit, probably 20 years. Brian used to live out there.
You fuck around and get fucked up over there. I mean, it was always
You
a
could have,
highlight.
man. Listen, felony flats is not a new thing.
Not right.
No, that's why it's
It's been around forever.
Forever.
Because I remember Brian lived out there, and when he moved with me when I first moved here, and we went to go move his shit over here, and I was just like, nigga, you live down here? Like, it's like, nigga, for real?
Hey, one of the bars got the Felony Flats burger. Why you bullshitting?
I mean, the Felony Flats burger. God damn.
They not. I mean, you know, they understand where they live. They understand it's the reality of their neighborhood, and
Well, the 82nd revitalization thing should take care of all that. It'll be a once was like MLK or like Union Avenue.
the hoes will just come to a street near you, Scooty.
Yeah, shit, they already close.
On
Shit.
181st, man. I'm telling you, they're going to be on 181st.
They just drive a little further east.
Or maybe even
and you'll go get
162nd. Wait.
Listen,
they're gonna be close.
Okay, let's not leave the topic real quick though. So, pimping, sex trafficking. So, when is it sex trafficking or is it all sex trafficking? Can somebody answer that for me? I'm asking the real question.
When they choose up, and that's what they want to do.
Well, Don, you killing the mood. I'm going there. That's what I'm trying to say because you know they call it sex trafficking, right? Or that this man or this woman or whatever this manipulating this subject, isn't mentally capable enough to make her own or his own choices, right? Whether they be coerced with drugs or just verbal manipulation, mental, you know, that type of thing, though. So they're basically retarded. Or is there something? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Why would a dude who's doing the coercing be, you know? I mean, unless they're underage and that kind of thing. Why, if they're of age or whatever, aren't they making a choice?
Well, some are and some are not, right? And I think that's where it gets tricky.
Well,
yeah, you can run if they put you out there. So I mean, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing.
This goes back to manipulation, right? And that whole conversation we had a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So, but listen. So the dude, because a nigga tell you, bitch, you heard what I said.
Nigga, fuck you. I'm gone.
I'm just saying, right? And if he pimping on a bitch and he put her on a corner, she catch a ride. You know, there's a whole lot of simps in the world that'll save her.
Period.
It will save her. You know what I'm saying?
Been going on for years and
Go
years.
buy her a hamburger, bro, and give her a shower, bro, and that's gonna be your bitch, nigga. That's what a lot of these dudes out there is looking for. Anyway, so how is it trafficking? Go ahead, Bernard. I'm gonna let you take the step, nigga. Go ahead.
Listen, man.
Talk about it.
It don't even have to be the violent even type. Let's just say you just got a female. She may or may not be up or may not be of age, and you hear in
Wait,
Oregon,
no, hold on. I don't want no examples
Vancouver
with no underage bitches. Nigga.
I'm just saying, whatever. It's trafficking. You said sex trafficking.
Okay, go ahead. Do your thing.
That's the topic, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying that's considered. You know, just say you're moving from here to there. You know, you might want to go to Vegas. You know, the fight might be popping. You know, you might sit her down there for the weekend or whatever during the fight. You might go to Colorado. That, you know, in my eyes, that's sex trafficking.
Well, he's actually right on the money.
Okay.
Because here go the definitions.
Thank you, Claire.
So I got two. So in the dictionary, it says the action or practice of illegally transporting people from one country or area to another for the purpose of sexual exploitation. Now, CDC has a definition, though.
Okay.
So sex trafficking is defined by the Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2000. I didn't even know that existed, but it says the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, obtaining, patronizing, or soliciting of a person for the purpose of a commercial sexual act.
Okay, stop right there. So
which kind of means 1 and 2 is the
but
same,
one
right?
of the right. So whether if you're trying to buy some pussy or if you're trying to negotiate a deal,
recruit, harbor, transport, provide, obtain, patronize,
negotiate a deal. Right. I got you. You got it. I'm not
I was listening. I was listening. Yes.
So I mean, yeah, it's happening though. So speaking of which, since we're talking about sex trafficking and all these kind of things, you guys know who Harvey Weinstein is, right?
Yeah, he got acquitted the other night or other day.
Say that for the people in the back, like my man Scooty would say.
He got acquitted, bro. But it doesn't matter because he got charged for 14 to 16 years from another case prior to.
So in California.
Yeah.
So he just getting shipped to California.
You know why? Because the judge, because it was because of some, if you read, because of some bullshit how the judge allowed this or didn't allow that, and so it's one of them things.
He still got 23 years,
but it doesn't matter, right?
They wanted to be stars, nigga, and they made a deal.
Yeah, they made a deal.
The casting couch, you freak. Hold on.
Pause.
What they call AKA fluffers.
Well, Don said pause. Is the pause game got to be on? I don't know if y'all ever watch. It is what it is. Sports show. It's with Cameron and Mace, 2 rappers that I like or whatever. But it's a very good show.
I may have seen it across Instagram for like a quick brief thing.
Well, I mean, you got to be a sports person. Ivory, I know you. Ivory, Mark, you guys will like
clip
it.
they did when they interviewed OJ, and they asked
OJ was a reoccurring guest on this show, so he was kind of like somebody who was a friend of the show who they would have on to talk. They would have him on to talk football, because he was football star. So they had Juice on there, and they was speaking of him, and they was bringing up some shit, trying to make it seem like OJ was some like a nigga who wasn't from the mud or some shit. Then he started talking about where he from and shit. But he was, the way OJ was saying it was. We played it on the podcast. I don't know if he was on that day or whatever. I think he was. I mean, it was something. But we I think it was backstage and I played the video or whatever. It was interesting though. But yeah, OJ was with the shit.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, OJ.
They still
No, but I fuck with Cam and Mace, and it is.
That's a good show, don't you think? I think.
Yeah. They holding it down. I ain't mad at them.
Yeah, we need to get back to the football show and cover this draft though, because it's gonna be. I got some interesting thoughts. I've been taking notes. Hold those thoughts. We're gonna do that.
We're gonna circle the wagon Tuesday. Same,
Yeah, we back on. We definitely for a draft review and talk about some of these picks, but we're gonna do definitely. I'm ready for that. I've been taking notes. Go ahead and get Corey Griffin to join. He knows basketball too, man. I'm gonna have to pull him on to talk hoops.
Yeah, y'all can do y'all basketball.
Yeah, he's football. I know you. Yeah, you like LeBron, niggas. So you and Ivory, y'all niggas, y'all. I'll stay over there with that. Did you watch the game? I know Ivory did, nigga. Did you watch it?
I did. I watched it.
Look. I ain't even watched the game. I don't even know who played.
It was terrible, bro.
Lakers and
all I hear is LeBron getting, they either put out, they eliminated now.
They get ready to be. They
get ready.
They got one more game.
I know that.
They've lost 11 straight games to the same team, bro. They have not beat them in 11 tries, bro. Anyway, I don't want to get caught up in that, though, bro. It's fucking crazy what's going on.
Hey, his new shoes is tight, though. I'm going to get a pair of them white LeBrons.
Nobody is buying no LeBrons, nigga. Nah, when you go buy shoes for the kids, what do you buy? What hooper?
Oh,
I don't know about none of them motherfuckers. So I don't really.
She buy Jordans. You don't know. That's what I'm just saying.
I don't buy Jordans. I wish I would buy a Jordan, nigga.
Okay, well then you don't matter then.
We can agree that I ain't buying the motherfucking Jordans.
These niggas are skiing in mud in the backyard. Why would I buy a Jordan, nigga? They
okay, well, anyway.
We're haters, right?
My point is most people got some Jordans.
Yeah, they do. They do. Fuck
I
everybody
ain't
else.
seen you wearing no Jordans, Ray.
I got Jordans, nigga. 11s. Sky blue. What are you talking? North Carolina blues and whites.
I just don't ever see you rocking them.
Oh, well,
He wear them on occasion. I can account for him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got them.
Don't
They
be
right
getting
there.
all-
I got some Carmelo. I got some Carmelo Jordans. Nigga, I mean, I got Air Force Ones on right now. Yeah, I got fuck with Jordan though, for real. Always, yeah. Because when I was able to afford some Jordans,
Sham
I
sent
made
Devin.
sure I got me.
Sham sent Devin some of the mellows, the Puma mellows.
Melo Pumas. He's with Nike. I don't understand.
No, it's another mellow.
Who?
Oh, LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball.
That nigga, him. That's
LaMelo Ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like no. Melo is Carmelo. I don't know.
That's what-
These
yeah.
new booty niggas, these niggas, and them niggas is weak anyway, bro. They're not doing nothing in the league. Anyway, so Harvey Weinstein, man. So they dropped those, but he still got 23 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How did he still get 23 years?
No, it's not even. It's not for that case. It's
He's
for
got
a prior
23
case.
years that was
For a case
pending in California,
yeah.
and now they shipped his ass to California to do them 23 years.
No, wait a minute. So he was convicted.
How old
of
is
the
Harvey?
23?
So he was convicted in New York. He was convicted in California. They just dropped the charges in New
He's
York.
65, I think, Claire. I might be wrong, or 68 or something like that.
He's
72.
No, wait, he's 70. He's
72. Yeah.
Okay, Ivory, what's your stance on people over a certain age?
I mean, that's a life sentence. But like I said, you ain't got to do all of it. Just do what you can.
Wow. This nigga right here.
Wow.
You gotta do all of it.
Just do what you can.
Huh? Okay.
That's painful.
That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, man, I can't do all. Yeah, that's Mark. Shout out, R.I.P. to Marcus Leverett, because he used to tell me that too. He was telling me a story about that shit. You know, he said that he was like that dude going into prison for the first time, and he's crying, and he said to the guard, he goes to the guard, he's crying, and he's just like, man, I can't do all this time, and then what Ivory says, no, I understand, but just do what you can.
Just do what you can, nigga.
When he told me that, nobody says to tell a story like
That's
Mark. When he said, listen, bro, I was like, man, but it was so real though. It's funny as fuck, but it's the realest shit ever though.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't never been to prison. I've been to jail, but I ain't been to prison. But just because you imagine having to spend multiple years in jail, like to a point to where you're crying, talking to the guard, talking about you can't do all this time. And you say, well, I understand. You know, I feel you.
I get you. I get you.
Just do what you can. You know, if you can't get it done, you know, if it gets too hard for you, just go hang it up. Go hang it up. You know, that's cold right there.
So hard.
He ain't got no Merlot tonight. He's woke.
Oh my
today.
God, you with this Merlot. Dude, that is
Yeah, that Merlot had you snoring, bro.
Oh yeah, he did catch you slipping.
Nigga, you know. So listen, nigga. On Tuesday when I got back to work, bro, right? So I get back to work, and so I, you take a day off. You got all this shit to do, nigga. So I watched the podcast from Friday while I was working, nigga. I'm over at my desk, fucking in tears, watching this shit. Great. Nigga, so I'm talking about the whole podcast. It was fucking dope, bro. I'm laughing over there, and one of the employees came over. It's like, what's going on over here? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm sorry, but this shit it was great last week. That shit was funny as fuck. But Mark though, yeah, man, you was feeling it. And then we was just sitting there talking, and then you did this. We heard a snore, and Renault say, "Wait, what you say?" That's what Renault says. Wait, what happened? And then as soon as he says that, then we all get quiet, and then he's like, "Here." So it's like 3 of the staff and the crew have been caught on live stream,
yes,
sleeping. So Renaud has got the record for multiple times of falling asleep during this show. Don is definitely on the list. Don has some animated snores. That shit we was cracking up too. That was good. Then you, Mark. But then I remember one time we thought it was Ivory though.
What about Elijah? I thought he did it too.
Elijah?
Yeah, Elijah did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Hell yeah.
He on the list?
Fall asleep in conversation. Why would he?
Oh well, I got pictures of all these niggas sleeping.
On the podcast.
Listen, bro.
Knocked out on a Friday night.
We all got pictures
Friday
of each other.
night.
Sleep.
You made reels of it.
In there.
Yeah. You got to put a reel for the sleep contest.
Oh, you know what? And that's funny you said it because I thought about that today. Like I'm gonna have to pull some video and clip it all up, and then just have the whole everybody's joints on there. The highlights.
The sleep off.
We could do the sleep off. We could just do a highlight reel, and those would be part of the highlight. Definitely, Renaud is called the human highlight film. He's like the Dominic Wilkins of this shit because don't nobody got more highlight moments or viral moments than Renaud. No, and the numbers say it. I do shorts, and so I clip shit and I put them on shorts and shit. So like he's the one when he was. Hey, nigga, you got some, man, listen, you got some classic joints. Now, Terrence, the mayor, he has some classic joints too until he decided to step away from the podcast. But he has some, that nigga was, his person, he was rising. People like motherfuckers like that. Y'all got to, I mean, you think motherfuckers supposed to like you? No, they be liking motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, there's people out there that's listening to you or to us, be like, man, fuck them niggas, man. I'm with him. You know what I mean? Picking sides.
Right.
But no, he has some viral moments. The taqueria will go down
there. The highlight of every show.
Of every show is the taqueria.
Ooh, the taqueria.
I mean, that
what was the taqueria? Did I miss something?
Oh man, yeah, you missed it. This was a couple years ago on the podcast. So
okay.
There's this Campbell soup recipe called the taqueria.
That has not been
confirmed.
He says.
So it hasn't. Okay, hold on.
Not been
Allegedly.
We will not. Allegedly, there's a recipe.
Right.
It's not been confirmed.
So this is a recipe though that Terrence used to, his mom used to make for them when they was kids or whatever. And so this whole thing started with us. We were on Google where everybody's on their phones. They're searching, trying to find the Campbell's recipe for taqueria, but nobody can find it. And so Terrence is like, he's adamant that there was this taqueria. We made it, whoop, whoop, up. And he said that they scrubbed it from the internet so that nobody can find the taqueria thing. And then we started talking about what taqueria means. And then it went totally left, but in a good way. But it was totally.
Why it went left?
I mean, I say left because it got heated, but it wasn't a bad heated. Like, you know, niggas wasn't like that, but he was adamant and standing on business. Like, nigga, the fuck you talking about?
Then his mom said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so
and that right there sent that nigga over the edge. Oh, man.
That's because we were
and Nate was going in hard for
no
the comments.
Hold on, let me explain how that hooked it because I'm glad you brought that up. So after we had that show, me, Terrence, and Tanya, his girl, were at breakfast. We was having breakfast, and then he brought it up because he was not done, so he was still talking. So we're at breakfast the day after the fucking podcast, still talk about this shit. So then he calls his mom, and his mom, he gets her on the speaker, has her on the speakerphone. She says, "I don't remember what." Oh my god! You're trying to You was there. He's trying to, mom, tell him that we used to have the taqueria thing. And she's like, I don't remember no taqueria. I don't even know what it was called or something. So it was like as he was trying to, confirm it, and then he was like, no, man, my mom.
She denied. I don't know what you're talking about. That set him off.
Oh man, he lost it, and it was on. And then
It's
I
the
fucked
greatest shit
around.
ever.
Then I
It's
fucked
greatest
around
shit
and
ever.
told that nigga, "Why you getting tender and swelling all up?" And that was it. He was like,
Ooh, you got him off.
"Can't say that to me." Oh, he went
Yeah.
off. It was so funny. We had a good time.
I know,
Yeah.
but he has some of the most viral moments on there. Man, I think Ivory had a moment. He had a fan.
Oh yeah, the gay boy.
Oh, that gay dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What you said?
Man, like he was all like Ivory kept his composure. He didn't get riled up because nigga, I was just fired up about that. I was like fucking away about that. But he was taking it all in. Paul.
He wanted to take that.
Wow. That was a good one.
Right. No, but he handled
He
it.
said you was
handled
taking it all in, Ivory.
No,
I heard that nigga.
Okay, so listen. So check this out. So we went one of these nights about a month ago. I think I canceled the podcast. So get with my boys, right? Me, Ivory, Antoine, Corey Murphy, some Benson Tech brothers. We got together, Millborn Booze. We all there. We got to join. We eating food and drinking and shit. And so Ivory shows up to the spot, nigga, we all talking this shit. So Millborn goes, "Hey, Ivory," he says, "Are you still smoking meat?" I was like, "What the fuck?" And then Ivory says, "No, I just be taking it." He says, "No, I just be taking it in." I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" It was so funny to me. And then he looking at me like, "What's wrong with this nigga, man?" Like, I said, "Hey, man, don't worry about me. It's just words with friends."
Hey, I remember that.
I'm just taking it in, huh?
It was crazy, yo. It was crazy. But Millborn, bless his heart, he was like, "I don't get it."
All
Like,
his innocence. With his
yeah.
innocence.
That's like Booze is like that. So it was his reaction to it. Like, he was like looking at me like I was crazy. Like, what are you talking about? It was so funny. Like, nigga, you're tripping. But anyway, that was good shit though. Words with friends. Hold on. Pause.
I have that game on my phone.
The diddler.
Oh, hold on. So have you guys ever heard of vampire facials?
What?
Vampire facials.
That's where they putting the blood on your face?
Nope. I'm not putting no blood on my face.
They do something, but I got a video, so I'll just share this for us.
Vampire facials, huh?
Not happening.
I ain't gonna say, but
nah, you ain't doing it.
I ain't gonna say it. Give it to myself.
Let's see here.
I want us to get,
Well, this video it's gonna tell us about the whole thing. We'll see what they got going here.
With HIV and hepatitis C, that was between the 1970s and 1991. In the UK, were as many as 30,000 people in the UK were given blood treatments infected with HIV and hepatitis C. That was between the 1970s and 1991.
This became known as the infected blood scandal, one of, if not the biggest treatment disasters in the UK National Health Service's history. Around 2,900 people are thought to have died from this. An inquiry into the scandal is set to conclude in May. Some individuals, like London's Mark Ward, are still alive and they're sharing their stories.
If you're lucky, you have about 2 years, but you probably won't live long enough to leave school. At 14, when you get told that, what do? You carry on with your education. Your whole life just gets tipped upside down because I was told that's it. You're going to die of AIDS.
Bring in Guy Lynn. He is a senior investigations reporter for the BBC. So, Guy, tell us more about how the infected blood scandal came to be.
Yeah, I think it's worth repeating, as you mentioned before, that this has been dubbed the worst treatment scandal in NHS history. That's the National Health Service history here in the UK. That's some label, isn't it? Because the NHS in the UK has been around since 1948. So what are the roots of this? Well, go back to the 1970s.
Is that what you were trying to pull up?
No, it's not anything.
I was like,
I'm
what are
like,
you
this
doing?
is a
Come on,
vampire
producer.
thing?
Well, so
What?
okay, I hear you. I'm like, I thought the video was associated with the goddamn story, but anyway, vampire facials
Not
at
getting it.
unlicensed spa infected 3 with HIV. CDC says. So, a cosmetic process known as a vampire facial is considered to be a more affordable and less invasive option than getting a facelift. But the process can be a serious health hazard if done unsanitary conditions, done in unsanitary. God damn it! Done in unsanitary conditions, according to the new report. Anyway, that proved to be the case for 3 women who likely contracted HIV from receiving vampire facials at an unlicensed spa in New Mexico, making this the first known case of the virus being transmitted during a cosmetic injection procedure, according to the findings published Thursday by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. During the vampire facial, a person's blood is drawn from their arm. Then platelets are separated out and applied to the patient's face using micro needles, according to the skin clinic or whatever.
You could have just stopped at needles.
You said what? Stop at needles?
I said you could have just stopped at the needles.
But I'm saying it's their own blood. They separate the blood and the platelets or whatever, and they re-inject it with micro needles or whatever. It said the procedure, also called platelet-rich plasma or PRP, is touted by proponents as helping to reduce pore size and fine lines, as well as rejuvenate the skin. But multiple people with no known risk factors for HIV were likely infected with the virus through vampire facials at the since closed facility, the CDC says. So the place is now closed or whatever. The investigation is the first to associate HIV transmission with nostril cosmetic injection services, it stated. So I mean, what do they do with the
Somebody already had the HIVs and they just learned to lie and get paid because they didn't want nobody to know where they really got it from.
I mean, but they got 3 people though from the same
Call it
spot.
the HIVs.
The HIVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the HIVs.
Is that what you in the medical field referring as?
I have never heard to
No,
it.
that's not the medical field terminology. That is
That's
hood
Don's
terminology.
They call it the monster.
I mean, I'm
They
just
call
saying,
it a number of things. The monster is one of the things I heard.
Sometimes, there's inner quirks that the common folk don't know about, or etiquette.
But if you're using your own blood, how would you get infected?
My point. Unless they're using dirty needles, they got it down. They already
That's
had
what I
it.
was going to say is dirty needles.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, right. Dirty needles.
Or wherever they're separating that blood and separating the blood.
That ain't clean.
That's not being clean, like it's not being autoclaved or cleaned correctly. But
Right,
9
right.
times out of 10, what I'm telling you right now is the motherfuckers already had that shit, and then you came in there and you got that shit done.
No, right. One was the source. So one person came in there that had that, and so, but still, though, whether they did that or not, that's their own blood, so they weren't infected by
Now, some
anybody
people
else.
like to skim on medical supplies and equipment, and I've seen motherfuckers that don't like to change their gloves.
What?
Wait. As a person in the medical field.
When I was years ago, and I know somebody working there now, like not too long ago, it was like, yeah, we got this. We had to fire the one bitch because she wouldn't change her gloves. Like, you call back to one person, you stick this fucking sword in their arm, do all the little treatment for them to get them on the machine. Then all of a sudden you go get another motherfucker, or they didn't bring another motherfucker to the chair next to you, and because you trying to hurry up, you just don't change your gloves. You just go in and start on the next person. That's fucked
Don't you
up.
supposed to have a code of ethic?
It's supposed to be a code of shit, but you see shit still happen.
I'm just saying, as a professional, don't you have to sign away? You have a
Yeah,
code of
there's a whole
ethics.
bunch of things I have to do. As a patient,
As
you
a-
should be
yeah,
paying
you have the-
attention to
you
making
should have
sure
the
that you're
right.
watching
Yeah.
your healthcare practitioners are putting on, that they're washing and sanitizing their hands in front of you when you
Right
see
in
them,
front of me,
and
yes.
putting on those gloves right there in front of you, pulling them out of the box.
I mean,
It's right there on the wall.
And
There's
then
a
they
sink right
should be
there, too.
taking them off and throwing them in the garbage before they walk out of the room.
Right there, bam. Exactly.
that is so fucking disgusting. Like, why would you I mean, I would feel nasty even doing the work.
You
When
know,
somebody
it's
with
crazy.
the same ass gloves on.
They probably the same people that go to the bathroom and don't wash their hands.
Dude, I think that's the worst shit ever. Okay, so I think I found a video for the vampire facials. So this is a quickie with Nikki.
What? A quickie with Nikki.
Yeah, that's anyway, you'll hear it. She said, wait, what?
That was funny. I said, what?
I mean, it
A
just
quickie
don't
with
stop.
Nikki.
For another quickie with Nikki. Oh, yeah. If you are new to Quickies with Nikki's, hello, my name is Nikki. In these videos, we do beauty news, product reviews. Let's jump into it. I don't
Shout
usually
out to
talk to you
Quickie
guys
with
about
Nikki.
things that I see on like the news, but I actually saw this on the news. Two ladies went into Ulta. I'll put a picture of them right here. Let me move over. Went into Ulta. I don't know why this
Here's the
makes me
picture
laugh.
at
It's
home.
not
You're
funny.
taking
Do not steal, kids. It's not good. Don't do it. But two ladies, thou shalt not steal, went into Ulta. And I think what makes me laugh is that they took so much. They went into Ulta and stole, according to the store managers, $7,000. $7,000 worth of product by putting it in their purse, under their clothes, and walked out of the store.
Okay, get to the vampire bitch.
How long
Where
were
the pictures?
Then maybe it's not that much, but
I don't know.
so anyways, this just recently happened. So they're still looking for these people. So if you've seen them, make sure to give the local police. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that's a lot. Stealing an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette from Sephora. Like she just dropped it in her bag and it was slow. That Sephora sometimes it like
oh my god, what is going on?
2 or 3 subbies in real life. I literally have a piece of weave in my
Okay,
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just want to talk about Nikki right here. So first of all, Nikki says that the pictures are going to show up right here to her left, and she's going to scoot over. We never see the picture of the people.
There's no
Then
pictures.
she's got weed in her eyelashes. I mean, like, what's going
No,
on? Nikki?
weave, not weed. She said weave. She had all that. She was weaving
Okay,
the
but what's
sandalwood.
going
So
on,
yeah.
Nikki? What's going on, Nikki?
Yeah, I had to cut that off. I can't do that, Claire. I refuse to.
I appreciate you, brother.
Okay, all right. You know, we on the same page. Quick, she's annoying. What bitch? How many like?
Well, you found her. You watched her.
Claire.
Sorry, baby. You just put her out.
I put the title in here and it just popped up.
Okay,
That's all that happened.
Thank you for clarifying.
I don't even know me better than I wouldn't have the patience for that shit. You don't watch her talk. No, it's annoying. But okay, I finally found one though. I did find a real one though. So this one is more.
Third time's the charm.
This is a little more informative.
Just a little bit more.
Well, it's definitely better than what I just presented to everyone. But let's go.
How about that? Yeah.
Oh my God! Hold on, tighten up. Oh. All right.
Struggle's real tonight.
He has
It is.
confirmed
I'm
the
struggle
first HIV
screaming.
transmissions linked to some popular cosmetic procedures so far. The CDC says 3 women have tested positive for HIV after receiving so-called vampire facials at a New Mexico spa. The CDC says the Albuquerque business was not licensed and was not using proper safety measures. Investigators ultimately determined that as many as 59 clients at the VIP spa may have been exposed to HIV through Botox injections or vampire facials.
I still don't understand the definition of vampire facial.
Could have you rethinking getting any kind of cosmetic work done. You see, we've learned a string of HIV infections in Albuquerque came from beauty treatments. In fact, the CDC announced they are the first ever such infections from those procedures. And now we have new information about a 6-year investigation into so-called vampire facials. Let's bring in Tommy Lopez because, Tommy, we've also learned more about those victims.
Yes, we've been reporting that at least 2 people got HIV from the spa. And today the CDC says 3 people got the disease. All are women. This new report from the CDC is solely focused on the former VIP spa in Albuquerque and HIV infections people got from so-called vampire facials there starting in 2018. So the CDC says they are the first ever known HIV cases to come from cosmetic injections. The agency reported 1 victim was hospitalized with severe symptoms. These so-called vampire facials are a treatment where someone's own blood is injected back into their face to supposedly improve skin health. More than 100 people got tested, and today the CDC reported 59 of them were at risk of being exposed, 20 from those vampire facials, nearly 40 from injections like Botox. The CDC says this was an important investigation and spas need to follow proper safety measures. And the woman who owned the spa at the time is still in prison tonight. In October of 2022, Maria Ramos de Ruiz got a 3.5-year sentence. That was the maximum for the charges she faced. We spoke with her in 2018, right after her spa was shut down.
If it's something that I have to
Bitch, you didn't
stop
watch the
doing
shit,
it or
bitch.
something that I have to
The
change
fuck?
it, I will change it. Happily, I'll do it.
Oh, you in jail, bitch. You ain't
Years
jail.
ago, when the HIV connection first broke, inspectors said they found troubling conditions at VIP Spa. There were unlabeled tubes of blood next to food in a fridge and unwrapped syringes
Wait a minute,
left out
what?
on counters. The CDC says investigators still
Wait
don't
a
know the
minute.
source of
This
the
is-
contamination
back a
that
little-
led
can you
to
go
the
back
HIV.
Run that
God damn it.
VIP Spa. They were unlabeled tubes
That's
of blood
nasty.
next to food in a fridge and unwrapped
Unlabeled
syringes left
tubes
out on
of blood.
counters. The CDC says investigators still don't know the source of the contamination that led to the
So they
HIV
was shooting
infections.
blood from
We heard
some
one
sick
victim in
motherfuckers in the
2022,
people,
not
probably.
revealing her
If
identity.
it was
Speaking
unlabeled, oh
Spanish,
yeah,
she
you
said
just
that
use
when they
that
found
blood.
out she was HIV positive, she
So
dropped
you
to
don't
the
even
floor
know
and felt
they
destroyed.
didn't even know they were
We've
using
spoken
the
with
right
other
people's
people
blood
who
on
have
their
went
own.
to that
in
spa
their
and
own
been
food.
terrified that they
But
might get
first
a
they got
terrible
the
disease.
blood in the food in the refrigerator with their food.
Like, right, if I got
Absolutely.
some blood in my refrigerator right now, some human
Then New
blood
Mexico Attorney General
next
Hector
to some
Balderas
food
said people need to
in
be
the
careful when
fridge.
deciding to get treatments like this.
That's
It's a
crazy.
tragedy. The victims
Crazy,
really
nigga.
have paid
It's not
a
that
dear
serious to try to look
price,
young.
life-changing.
Well, right.
No
Right.
customer in America
Embrace your shit,
deserves
bitch. You getting old.
that outcome.
Does it work?
He said in 2022, there
Yeah.
should be
Apparently
no
not.
limits.
People
As
are
far
doing
as
it.
we can tell, state lawmakers have not passed any
It's
new
okay to
regulations that
age.
would be aimed at preventing
Man,
tragedies like those.
gracefully.
You would think they would already be in place before a spa could open like that.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy, thank you.
Right, but that's too hard. I feel you. God damn.
Well, wait a minute. What's too hard? To have the certain safety measures and protocols in place before you even open a place like that. Yeah, is what they said. You know what
I'm
I'm
saying
like,
though, why wouldn't you do that anyway? Yeah, that's weird.
that's just
That's
fucking.
Claire
stupid.
wouldn't
do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
Claire,
seems
I mean,
painful.
Claire and Elsa are not going anywhere to do anything to be younger.
But no, I mean, well, here's the thing though. It's something that could happen. I mean, in a sanitary situation, but why? I mean, I think the question is more so why the woman would be able to open a business like this in this for something like this to happen though. That's reckless to me. It's flagrant.
New Mexico.
No. Yep. New Mexico. Yep. That bitch fresh
All
off the
right.
border. She probably ain't even got
And-
papers. So
No, it's New Mexico. It's an American state.
yeah, I'm just saying
yeah,
she
yeah.
probably fresh off the border,
Not-
ain't got no papers doing shit.
No, I said New Mexico.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's. Go ahead, Renaud. Renaud, you up?
And then the other topic, they're shooting your own blood back into your face.
So they say.
I mean, that's what they do with Botox. I mean, not Botox, BBLs, right?
But it's
They
not
take
your.
the
But we
Or they
don't
take
even
the
know
fat.
it's their blood.
That's-
We don't
that's
even know
different.
it's their own blood.
That's-
You
that's
got
the fat.
unlabeled blood Like, how do you even know?
Next to your Subway sandwich in the
Next
fridge.
to your Subway sandwich, you don't even know what's going on.
It's different from like Ray having a vial of blood in his own refrigerator, but for him to work at his
Why would
establishment-
Ray have a vial of blood in
You
his
just said it
refrigerator?
earlier.
You did.
No, I didn't say me having one. I said have. Anyway,
All right.
go ahead, Renaud. Go ahead.
So-
You're up. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is it's different from any of us having a vial of blood.
Any
in
love
a
us? Any
refrigerator.
love us?
Any of us, yes. Listen, as opposed as you working into an environment where you collect blood and then at an establishment where you work at, and then yes, you come to work there and you bring your own lunch, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just slide this
Right
my
there
lunch
by
bag
the
in
culture, nigga, by
Right
the urine samples.
Right, all that. It's cold, right? It's cold.
Yeah,
Gotta
they
be
ready with the urine samples, nigga.
That's against
Sperm
policy and procedure.
samples, blood,
That's what I'm saying.
tissue.
It's different. That's a difference because you work at a prestige establishment where you're collecting.
You got
specimens.
stool cultures in there, nigga.
Stool, what it may be,
Doodle ground.
urine,
Doodle ground.
yeah, all that.
You go in there and
sperm.
grab your tuna fish
Oh, you
sandwich
got
out
you
of there,
got you
nigga.
got vaginal tissue,
Oh
balls.
my god!
You had a
Semen.
fish sandwich. that
Discharge! Hold on, you mean?
You got all of those things in there.
You had
Yeah.
a fish
From a
sandwich that you
petri
loved the
dish,
night
my nigga.
before.
You got
You
aborted
brought
babies.
it back to the job and
No.
put it in the
That's
refrigerator.
terrible. We don't even want to talk about that.
I feel like this is going off the rails.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Don took it there. He said, "Oh yeah, I ain't gonna even repeat that. I'm gonna
Bring it back.
Well, I'm just saying the tissue from. Let me say not aborted, but
Oh god,
like-
you
like-
already
like
went there.
miscarriage babies in there.
You
so they
can't
can-
put the genie back in the bottle, my nigga. It's a wrap.
I'm not
You
trying
already
to.
said-
I'm just trying.
Right.
Y'all sensitive, so I just figure I'll try to change it up for
I'm
you.
just
Shit.
saying, you know.
Well, miscarriage
I mean, the YouTube algorithm is all I'm worried about, really, to be honest with you. I mean, you can't say certain things and put that together like, oh my God, what are they doing on this show? They haven't done that already.
But to your question, in the most sterilized environment, why would you open up a business like that, even if everything is going perfect? All the equipment is perfect. The own person's real blood is really being used. That is a disgusting, weird thing. Claire is not doing that. Soap, water, Noxzema.
Drink some water.
Honey
water.
mask. Drink a lot of water. Honey
drink some
mask.
collagen.
Like there's things to do that do not have to involve.
I ain't doing none of that. I
Like
don't do
that's
none of
weird. Like I'm not getting into that Satanism type deal.
that. All you have to do is eat right.
That's demonic. That's
It
demonic.
is,
Why
but
are you
I mean, it's
putting- why
just
are you putting your
crazy.
blood on your own face? Like that's demonic. That's weird. I'm not doing
Your
it.
fruits
I
and
feel like
berries
this,
and your
though,
vegetables, and drink tons of water, and your face
right.
is gonna be like this.
Fruits
So,
and all
like
that
waves.
shit.
Absolutely. Eat your vegetables. Put your cucumbers on your eyes, your avocado mask.
I got my mask. I got like 5 packs downstairs.
What kind of mask do you have?
I don't know the name. Don't get
I
me
was just
wrong.
talking about masks earlier, like
Are they from
people
the
who
dollar
do
store?
trendy dudes. Yogurt
Well,
mask,
they're not.
honey
Okay.
mask.
I asked Chad about these vampire facials.
Okay,
And Chad-
so what did that say?
And Chad said the person's own blood stimulates collagen production and rejuvenates the skin, while some people report that it does work. It's not proven.
So
Well, what
it's
if
like
you
kind of
have,
a
like-
trend then.
All they're
What if
doing
you
is
have-
pumping you up with your
what
own
if you
blood.
have a blood disease? Like, what if you have some kind of hematologic,
Well, we see the
disorder, autoimmune disorder? What if your blood itself isn't healthy? Like, what are we doing?
I mean, wouldn't they, if you have a situation like that, then wouldn't you be able to test people before they came in?
But if they're not cleaning their equipment, they're not
I
checking
would think
to test
so,
nobody
yeah.
for nothing.
Or if you in
Are they? Like, do they have to check?
What I'm saying is if they're but if even if they don't check people for that shit, the shit should be cleaned and sanitized or replaced.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
fucking
that's what I'm
time.
saying. That's what I was going to say. They should be having if it was a clean, sanitized, regulated place, you got clean blood that you're dealing with. You got shit rules.
Your own blood. So if you
know?
got HIV blood, you won't get it put back in your face. I mean, what are we talking about? Pause.
So I want to know who did they use, or what did they use for the testing of this?
They
They
haven't
wasn't
used
that's
any
the
tests
point.
on
They
this.
wasn't
This is the
testing
point.
nothing.
They wasn't
They
testing
wasn't
nothing. And the
testing.
thing about it is, for those spas and places like that, they're not running those tests. When you go get liposuction and titty jobs and ass butt lifts and whatever wrapped around with new abs and all that shit, they're not testing. HIV. They want the money. They're gonna do the procedure and they're gonna keep it moving. Period.
That's at them lowball shits though. Not at all places like that. So I ain't gonna put that out there on all places to do that type of procedure.
But what I'm saying is that testing you for HIV,
Yeah.
that's something that you have to have consent for. That is not something they can just test you for. And a lot of places don't.
Listen,
ask
okay, so that's
Which
why
is
I
stupid.
said,
We
hold
should
on.
progress faster.
But that's why I just fucking said that's not the point. The point is that you got people that live with fucking HIV, so they'll go and get a service like that. The problem is that they either need to replace or fucking clean the
Yeah.
fucking shit to the standards that where that's not a risk for the next person when you do the next procedure, is what I'm saying.
Man,
I
that
said
spot she was running was probably for the
All right, so
cartel.
listen.
Any
My
needle needs to
question
be
actually-
discarded. Period.
Well, a needle, fuck yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm
My-
saying, even those micro needles, they need that. Once that's used, that's done. You can't use that again.
Well, no, I mean, I would hope that they would replace the micro needles. I mean, why would they replace? I mean, but there's other equipment. I don't know, like the separator. I don't know, or is there a
all that
lining in there? I don't know how that works. But what I'm saying is that, but I'm sure that when they deal with patients and shit, regardless of what they have, because they go in doing the fucking procedure, that you can have any fucking thing. So there's measures to make sure. And so then when you're done working on motherfuckers, the next person, that shouldn't even be an issue because everything is supposed to be sterile, sanitized, and clean when you
That's
go
what
to the
any
next.
medical facility, right? They should.
That's
are
all
taught
I'm
to treat
saying.
everybody as if they have HIV and all that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So I mean, like,
Everybody
so for
got
somebody to catch the shit,
Okay, listen.
for somebody to go ahead, Renaud.
I don't think you guys understood my question.
Okay, go ahead.
But let me run it back.
We don't
Who's
care
doing-
about your question.
I understand that, but listen. My thing is who thought of, or who decided, who tested that pulling blood from your own body and put it back in your face is beneficial?
Oh,
That's a good question.
We don't know that.
Somebody thought of that shit. Just said, "Fuck it, let's."
And then my follow-up question up was, who was they testing it on? You can't test it on no fucking guinea rabbit because they got fur.
Guinea rabbits? I didn't know what is a guinea rabbit. That nigga's getting passionate over there, but I need you to keep going.
Guinea.
Or a monkey, or
Oh,
rat,
now we go from guinea
pig, or
what did he say? Guinea rabbit to monkey.
rabbit. I just said. Who's volunteering for this?
There's people out here really studying that
So
shit, man.
here's the thing, bro.
Probably some of them people.
I think it's back to what me and Don are talking about. Fuck all that other shit and what somebody got in testing. Like she said, she's right. You need consent to do that, and so you don't. You know what I'm saying? So that's out the window. The problem is sanitized conditions. That's the only fucking other option, or the only thing that happened. That could have happened is that they didn't have clean shit. So they took shit that they used, or like what they said, that if they found what they said on the video, that they found blood with food, unlabeled blood. So that will lead me to think that maybe that they just grabbed some different blood or whatever and contaminated somebody else, or they had dirty equipment or whatever. So bottom line, this is about fucking keeping conditions sanitized in my mind. Because dentists fuck with, you don't know who a dentist is seeing and putting tools in a motherfucker's mouth and all in their throat and shit. You don't know what somebody got. Then next up, nigga, who coming in next, nigga, and how they clean that? Did the person who's cleaning them clean them right? Did they follow the 5 to 10 step procedure to
But
clean
to answer
all
your
those?
question, Ronald, to answer your question, the same motherfucker that made up the BBLs and the titty lifts and the facelifts, that's the motherfucker that created that shit. So if you want to just go there, like who thought of sucking fat out of somebody's stomach and putting it in their ass, giving them these lopsided booties that they think is cool? All that shit is lame.
It don't match their legs.
Yeah, the ass to thigh ratio don't match. The ass to thigh ratio don't match. Lopsided nipples and shit, you know. You got 8 abs on one side and 6 on the other, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Right. I'm so, man, I fuck
Peanut
that,
butter,
bro.
no jelly. Shit.
You gonna just get some traps on, nigga. You got traps, nigga. You just got your traps on, nigga, and you got some you know, all that. You get your triceps done and all that, and you cut all the that don't even feel right, bro. The body fluctuates.
Muscles.
But Don also had a point in that women doing the things that women will do to make themselves feel like they need to be more beautiful.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. Why is that? Why is that though?
I'm not
They don't
doing
like
that.
themselves. They're not comfortable with
Insecure.
themselves. Insecurity, and don't want to get old. Because there's a whole bunch of bitches out here that don't want to get old. You got a bunch of bitches out here right now that go out with their daughters, like, and go kick it in the club. They clubbing. You in your 50s, bitch, and you out here with your 25-year-old, like it's the thing to do. Trying to do
I'd be like a fish out of
I
water.
think it's a multi-layered situation. I think you got insecurities. I think it dials down to insecurities, but you got women who, you start to get older and you think you need to still look like you're 20, you still look like you're 30, you're on a date with a man, or you got your husband or your boyfriend, he sees a young woman, I don't know, maybe she's a superstar, she's an entertainer, she's in the movies, whatever, and she's a beautiful woman, she's 23. Now you feel like you got to compete with her, but like, here's the deal. There's going to be 23-year-olds, there's going to be 30-year-olds, there's going to be 40-year-olds who are going to be gorgeous, right?
Right.
Men and women alike, right? There's going to be that young man that's still fine. That doesn't mean that the man you're dating, your husband, your boyfriend, your guy isn't everything in your eye, but that doesn't make that gentleman on the screen isn't every bit as gorgeous, but he's just a gorgeous man on the screen. It don't mean nothing. But women get caught up in that insecurity, I think, in a way that men don't. I'm not saying that men don't have their insecurities, but I think that women, the extremes that women go to
it seems like we're headed that way, though.
Men, at least in a way that they think men want them to look beautiful, like lashes. How many of you men on this panel like lashes? We've talked about this.
I don't like that shit.
What'd you say, Ivory?
I don't like that shit.
It
looks not the big bourgeois shit. Like if put a little bit on the kind of
Not
I'm not talking about the mascara. I'm talking about the fake eyelashes.
I mean,
we're talking about this, y'all.
I ain't like that.
Okay, so hold on, we gotta make sure that we all clear. We all go around the board and everybody states what they like, because I have an opinion on that. So let's just everybody, the guys. So Clara, you said the question was: do we like, or do guys like the?
Well, at least the men on this panel.
The men on this panel, the cum catchers. So, me personally, it just depends. I mean, it's aesthetically, sometimes it looks good to see, but I don't know. But it's a very suggestive thing to me. So when I see women that have those, it makes me perceive them in a certain type of way. So if I'm dating somebody or with somebody, that's not really something that I would like to see.
Fair enough. The length,
but they're good. No, I mean length or not. I'm just saying that, like I said, aesthetics. Okay. So if I'm looking at it, it'll look good if I see it in the video or a lady that's dressed up or whatever. But at the same time, it's so suggestive to me, that look, that it's like that's not something that I would necessarily, want my woman wearing like that.
You can't unsee the comment, the cum catchers.
Oh yeah,
I heard it.
Okay, Ronald and Mark, where do you land with this?
Olin, you know you can't let that thing get stuck in your head like that, bro. Because, but again, yes. For me, I can't speak for anybody else on the panel. It depends on the length.
You like cum catchers? It's okay, bro. I like how they look. That's all I said.
What is cum? That's what you call the eyelashes.
Yeah, that's what they were made for, Mark. No, seriously, bro. I'm not being funny at all.
I know that. No.
We
Mark,
talked about this on the podcast, and
Come on, Mark,
Don broke it down.
Yeah,
we was talking about
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
They made the
If you're talking
eyelashes
about it, I remember.
for the facial. Paul.
Right.
Jesus.
Look, I don't care if they're not. I just don't want them too long. I don't like that big old, spider
Just
shit.
the big.
Wait,
Yeah.
look, y'all. I kind of like. But
That's just like an extra shit though. So Renard, you can go ahead and get you a unit, bro. Go ahead and get you the whole unit. Ivory, can get you one too.
Hey, we should all get a unit, nigga. Why you laughing? Playing drugs, nigga.
Hold on, partner. Hold on, Pimp. Hold on. Let me go there. I got hair, man, and I got a hairline, so I just keep my hair short, but I can grow my shit. Believe that.
Well, nigga, grow your shit out then, nigga. Bobby Brown, nigga.
Grow
your shit out, Bobby Brown.
Okay, so he sounded touched, nigga. Because I can still get waves, nigga. Hold on.
Wait.
Hey, nigga, I can get waves too, nigga. I just gotta pay more money than you.
Look,
how did you jump on me and Ivory?
He said he gotta pay more money. Hold on, I got my hair cut in 2024 and got a lineup. Sure did. When I had my hair, it was growing out a little bit. I had got it lined up and shit. I said, "Oh yeah." My son was like, "Dad, you still got a hairline?" I was like, "I do." I was like, "Yeah, I got it." Yeah, and I went and put my shit on and got it cut. And then after about a week, nigga, I said, "I'm cutting," and I just cut all my shit off. Say what?
I said you fortunate because you still.
Oh, he's done. He's done. His shit's
your brother,
done.
he's struggling like a motherfucker. He need to.
Well, two of my brothers got struggling hairlines.
He got that struggle line, nigga. He got that struggle line.
Nah, he got that George Jefferson thing.
Yeah, he
working.
got that horseshoe.
If he let that shit happen,
Wrap around. Yeah, and it got a little patch right here.
Hey, please cut that shit off.
It's a bang.
Look.
Bang,
So
Elsie.
do you guys remember back when we were 90s, when it was the Lokes thing, right? When
Terrence pushed my hairline back.
No, and after that, this is after that day. We can talk about that too. But the Lokes was a thing, Boys in the Hood, Monster had the Lokes, right? So we all try to get the Lokes. And so I remember Carlos LaGuardia, he had a receiver going in, and so he had his Lokes in
the devil's
shit.
peak. The devil's
He had the boom. He had the Lokes in or whatever. But it was light. He was light in this area, though,
Golden Arches.
I was still in Portland when he lost his hairline.
Yeah. Oh, he cut. He. This. Oh, I'm telling you how he cut it off when he decided to just let it go. So he had this shit in one time. And he had this little braid over the top, though, right? It was just all light skin right here, and all this was light. It's like it was gone. And I was like laughing. I think I was smoking weed. I was high. And I'm like crying, laughing at this nigga because he had this whole joint. I said, nigga, you got that Bozo on the Clown look, bro. Like the whole little afro on the side thing going on. And I joked a little so hard.
You ain't been 27.
Look, no, nigga, we was fucking nigga early 20s, nigga. What you mean? 18, 19, 20. Like, so listen, Los, he left the house. I'm pretty sure he's probably mad at me or something, but nigga, he came back, nigga, the nigga cut his hair off. Nigga, it was all gone. The nigga said he went home and had a dream that he woke up bald, nigga. He just said, fuck it, and cut the shit off. I said, that's a good lie to yourself, but it was hilarious. Because I'm talking about I'm crying. He had that Bozo the Clown, nigga. If Renald tried to grow his hair back out, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna grow it out, nigga. He gonna have that Bozo, that George Jefferson, just
never let it go.
Right here, straight George Jefferson.
So listen. After I got out of college, and I think I had Chanel, and then Don was like, I had that little. It
Yeah,
was
that
like
little patch. Yeah.
Yeah, because you had an Elder Barge when we was at middle school.
with the S curl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was just
And
like,
grid hair.
yeah.
We told you that one night we was all out kicking it. We told you, said, you got to let it go.
She's like, you trying to hold? I don't like. She was like,
Looks
I don't
like
know what.
another hair TKO.
What she's like, whatever type of hip hop you try to hold on to,
Man,
just let that go. And then I cut my shit off, and I ain't had to look at it.
That ain't been a thing for me. I'm so glad, even though I keep my hair cut short. I'm so glad I don't have that problem. So I do not.
I don't even know why my brother be going to get lined up no more, nigga. You got the whole McDonald arches right here, bro. You ain't got. Wow. Yeah, you need to quit getting that shit because every time you get lined up, it's just getting pushed back further.
No, hold on, Don. You see your brother. Let's go. Well, we're moving on up.
Like, remember when Devin was born? When he was a baby,
Y'all
he was
cold,
born. He had that
y'all
little.
cold.
He was born with that Sherman Hemsley.
He had that. He had that.
Devin was born with Sherman Hemsley. I was worried.
Look, bro, it comes from they say it comes from your mom's dad's family.
Yeah, my grandfather.
So my grandfather, Hastings, Willie, he had that. So Jason and Stevie, them niggas got it. And I missed the boat, nigga. Hell yeah.
Right, you cold.
I love them niggas, but listen, that's what happened.
Yeah, my brother got it too. And he 8 years behind me.
Oh, he cut it. Oh, how many years?
8.
Oh, he got the thing going on.
He cut it all off. Because if it grow up, yeah, because if it grow up,
yeah. That sounds nigga said if it grow up, nigga, it's gonna be like, woo, niggas would be cold, nigga. If it was the slave times, nigga, we'll see the real truth about a nigga here.
Oh man.
Imagine if niggas was back in the 1800s, the late 1800s, when niggas was semi-free. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be having Mark is cool.
I'd be cool. Yeah,
Mark is cool. I'd be cool. If you two niggas,
I'd have just cut my shit off.
No, you would have had a ring. You would be fucked off, nigga. You had no clippers, nigga. You a former slave, nigga, or you a child of slaves. You a child of slaves. You ain't got no clippers.
Hey, Ray.
With the razor,
Nairi got the golden arches. Nairi got the golden arches.
Well, see,
he's born with that.
So, I'll be feeling sad. I'll be watching those little videos, man, of women who have receders, and I'll just be like, "Oh, that is fucked up, bro."
That's why you get you a cute little wig.
Yeah.
You do. I mean
but so right. That's why I say Renaud and Ivory, they can get units.
You just get you a cute
How did
woman.
that divert back to the units on us?
Right. About wigs.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
They're just showing you no mercy. I didn't say nothing about men getting no unit.
I did. It's a wig. It's the same shit. But my point is that if the women can get away with it, why can't men? Because we be scrutinized and they'll talk shit about us with a unit, right?
Bro, I'm
sure
you want that Chris Brown hair?
Yeah.
For a woman, we're just thinking like, you're a man. Why wouldn't you just cut your hair? Like, you can just cut your hair off. You're a man. Like,
it don't matter.
And you're gonna look good. But as a man, you're gonna look good. You just cut your hair off, you'll look good.
Okay, so they sell units though. That means there's men out there that feel like women when it comes to that shit.
I understand that, but do men look good with units?
I mean, technology is
do men look good with units?
Y'all don't know all the time.
You won't know.
Renaud's cousin got a unit. Renaud's cousin got a unit, nigga, like Chris Brown, nigga, and it's fresh.
Renault. Hey,
They got them where they look like
Renault.
they got waves on it.
Yeah.
Renault.
All they didn't get.
Yeah.
Renault,
they
how,
did,
do
they
your
lined it up and all
cousin
that.
got to pay a lot of money to get that like that thing done
About
every couple
$500.
weeks?
The
No,
maintenance
I'm dead
is gonna get you.
serious.
Yes, the maintenance is gonna get you.
Yeah, that's what I thought, man. Yeah,
a haircut is maintenance. You go if you had hair, you be
Listen, nigga, you gonna sweat. That glue gonna come apart. Nigga, your shit gonna shift.
You ain't doing that much, nigga. At 50, nigga, you ain't doing that
I'm
much.
just saying, not me, him, them.
He ain't doing that much. He old too, nigga. Nigga out here, he was 25 years younger with that.
I'll let that shit go, bro.
Nah, you
Fuck
would.
that.
If you,
Nah,
if
you
you,
can't.
if you go to New York, you go to different state. Nobody
worth
know you
doing
Ivory.
it.
You can put
Nah,
on
nigga.
the
It
dread
is
off.
worth doing it for like
Cool.
a
Hey, you know how
Like,
embarrassing.
and she got
Ivory, you can have
you turn
dreads.
it off.
You can have
you laughing
Hey, you
before
know how
a person occasion,
embarrassing
you
that
can
would
do
be,
that
bro.
No,
Imagine you want to
Listen,
somebody in your wig.
I'm joking with you right now. Y'all my partners though, but I mean, y'all shouldn't be discriminated against. If
Ray, low key.
There's plenty of times where the double standard goes in the man's
stinging.
favor. I'm just saying.
Ray low key
Hey,
stinging.
I'm genuinely saying
Ray low key
you should
stinging.
do it. Did you have a bald head
wanted to get
for a
units.
special occasion? It will be worth doing.
Listen, if my niggas wanted to get units, I support that. I wouldn't say that it was fake. I'd be like, nigga, yeah, I like the haircut.
And you gonna still talk shit about him, and you gonna laugh too.
What'd you say, Claire? What'd you
You
say?
gonna talk shit about him, and you gonna laugh.
Listen, not in front of people.
Hold on, you heard it. Not in front of people.
Y'all, but we all family. I mean, what the fuck? You know what I mean? We do that anyway.
Nobody
We
gets a
act- Why
pass.
we being brand new? I'm just saying, if my niggas want to get a Michael Jackson afro and then want to get a curl or get a Chris Brown like he did on the 50 Cent video, nigga, you got that.
I support your aging and your receding hairlines and your willingness to just take it off.
Hey,
well,
when I finally cut all my shit off, I wish I would have did it a long time ago.
But
I
just don't
support
worry,
your
just
confidence in
check it out.
yourself and your
Don't feel
aging.
bad because there's a whole bunch of niggas with a head full of hair that look like they just got hit in the face with a sack of nickels. So it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. So don't even trip.
A sack of nickels, huh?
And probably can't even spell their first name.
Well, listen,
That nigga
man.
that just get.
Yeah.
I mean, Renault's. You know, listen. I want to talk about my friend.
I want to talk about my friend.
It's only good stuff. This nigga's been glowing. He's inspirational. He's inspirational. So
you are inspirational, my brother.
You've been getting your walks in, getting
I'm
your
telling you, I'm being funny, but not funny though. But for real though, I'm saying
eating your healthy food, cooking.
like I said, right. He been doing that. But like he get the walks in, but like just like what he's showing himself that this nigga, he finally when he showed this one picture, man, and he know what I'm talking about. And I put on there, I said I love it. You know, with the laughing face. He had some slim fit cuts. He broke out of the boot jean era. I'm working on Ivory right now, but this nigga got off the boot cut.
I saw the little skinny,
he got
skinny
the
jeans.
slim cuts, you know. Like I'm like, look at this nigga 205, nigga. Look at him. I said he welcome to the new age, nigga. But you can't come over here until you stop with the fucking t-shirts, my nigga, because I'm not finna get
You
off.
said you can't come over here. Your friend
Look,
can't.
Claire, I'm working on this nigga. I've been working on him for years.
I know, but he can't come over and hang out. Like,
No,
you
it
can't
ain't
come
about
play.
that. No,
You
hold
said
on.
you can't come and play.
No, he got.
Hey, listen, what about a Friday afternoon like this? I got a t-shirt on.
That's fine, bro. But if you got a button up, my nigga, and then you got I mean, you at least have a V-neck. That's all I'm saying. This nigga, he got a shirt on, and then he got a t-shirt on, right? So you know how this part right here shows. So you got your shit button up, right? So if you're not gonna show your t-shirt, it's like boom, right? You know, you barely see that. It's no thing. But this nigga, he'll be like this though. And he'll have like this, and then this will be open. This part will be open, you know. But then you see the t-shirt. You're not supposed to see that. It be like regular. It's not the way it goes. If you got a t-shirt on, a crew neck t-shirt just choking you, then you
Is that
supposed to
policy, right? Where in policy does it state that?
Nigga, I'm just telling you how it looks. It's not a good look. He looks like a bum when he does that.
He does it so that when he sweats, it doesn't get onto his button up.
Listen, I'm just saying, but you know, motherfucking.
Am I right, Ronald?
Nah, that ain't it. I'm telling you.
Because I know other men that do the same thing.
Okay, so never fuck what I'm saying. His own girl told him that, and he admitted it in front of his girl, and I was there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not making none of this stuff. He know what I'm talking about, but I was telling him before that, but he didn't believe me until he fell in love.
Kind of like how that one time when you had on your onesie and you almost sweated to death and almost passed out and shit. Because you had your
I don't know
onesie.
what she's talking about. Ladies,
Oh, it's my mom's repass.
Well, we're at the one.
We're at the one.
I just had a panic attack. Come on, dog. See, she had. I said
You
I
had on a onesie,
on.
nigga, and a motherfucking shirt buttoned up to your fucking throat. Fuck, nigga. A white beer and a t-shirt and a button up, nigga.
That was the early 90s.
This was
repass.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, nigga.
Oh,
and then I wonder why
like a vato, nigga.
I wonder why he's sweating and he can't breathe. We got to do medical treatment on this nigga because he about to die.
I had to take my shirt off. All kinds.
I was like, this nigga got on a whole onesie. No wonder he about to die. Shit.
Listen.
Oh yeah, we never let that go.
So never mind what she's talking about, but I'm gonna tell you.
Never mind what I'm talking about. Oh, okay.
Knock it off with the t-shirts, bro. Don't do it.
I'm gonna need both of y'all to knock it off.
That shit is funny though. I always give him shit about that though. But when this girl confirmed, and then this nigga was doing the shit, because they would talk shit to me. Jason, Terrence, they all did the same thing. Them niggas was still rocking boot cuts and then big ass swap meet sweats, and then them niggas will always talk shit about me, and I always say that you niggas is mad because your figure ain't right. So now Ronaldo's in shape. So now his figure is right. So now he's trying to rock with nigga. Now he's trying to rock my style, nigga.
That nigga went there. That nigga was 0 to.
Oh man, I love it. This is so good.
Yeah.
Oh man. So they finna ban TikTok. So
somebody put up my post like, what are you gonna do without TikTok? I was like, I didn't even know.
Isn't it before the Supreme Court?
They're trying to make them sell it. Mm-hmm.
But it's not a United States based platform. Like you can't make them do that.
They can't.
Well, ban it from.
They can ban it from the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they can't make China sell it to another owner to a.
So you seen that? So you seen what I sent though, right? It said that too in that story that I sent. It said something about that the company that owns it,
the parent company. Yeah,
ByteDance is or what it's called. But it says ByteDance, the China-based owner of TikTok, said it doesn't have plans to sell the social media service in the wake of the new law that requires it either divest ownership of the popular app within 12 months or face U.S. ban. So basically, they're trying to press them into selling their shit to whoever, or they're going to ban it. So
here's the thing. People in the United States need to understand that the rest of the world is on a whole different playing field. The world does not see the United States as this global leader that the people in the United States still want to believe that they are.
Hello, church.
TikTok will survive and will thrive, and the rest of the world will march on.
It's just getting smoked.
Without us having access to that platform.
I'm gonna need you to run that back for the bitches in the back, Claire.
Like people do not understand how the other countries are uniting and aligning themselves with each other in a way that does not care about what the United States is talking about
at all.
Period. And people need to get there. And our government needs to get there too. You're not going to keep bullying things. It'll be interesting to see what the citizens of the country do to rise up against the government banning the platform that they like.
They go. Well, I mean, but so okay.
I mean, there's other countries that
no, but what I'm saying, no, that's you brought that up. So, what does that look like? What does that mean? What does it mean? What are people really going to do? I mean, it's fucking TikTok. So, I mean, like, if it's banned,
you're gonna move to another platform. Fuck it.
Right. So, what does that even really mean at the end of the day? Because it's funny to me that this is a thing now, because Trump said the same thing. And then they was these, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It was demonized about the whole shit, though. So now here we are in 2024, 4 years later, and we're talking about the same thing. And they're trying to basically strong arm this company into
selling to an American company.
Right.
No, and they shouldn't.
American way.
They shouldn't have to do that, man. That fucks up the commerce, man. But that's just a quick thought.
No, but you're right though.
But their argument is there's a national security risk at hand.
It was a national security risk when Trump said something about it.
Look,
because here's the thing, and about when it comes to TikTok,
coming across that shit. That's all.
Say it again.
Information that they don't want us to know about coming across that shit, just like they want to call everything fake news and all that shit. Every time somebody puts something up
it's
there,
a matter of controlling media.
It's a matter of them controlling
and
the media.
information.
And right now, they can't control TikTok
on
TikTok
any social media platform. Right? That's the reason.
Nah. TikTok is not no fucking like some kind of fucking major source of information. It's a source of information. But again, so TikTok or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's not major. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so if it goes away, then it's gone.
All right.
What does it mean?
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Let me can you just
because in 20, when did we have that last election? In 2020, you had that whole setup that got Trump to go to whatever stadium arena to speak. And then nobody was there, right? They bought out all the tickets, blah, 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 blah. They staged the whole thing to have him go there, and then they didn't go, and they did that by the means of TikTok. So
what are you talking about?
There was he was supposed to speak for, you didn't hear this? You don't remember this? He was supposed to go and speak. They had set it up for him to go speak somewhere at some stadium, some arena.
It was big. I can't remember which one.
It was huge. They bought out all the tickets were sold out, blah, 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 blah. And it turns out that it was a setup. It was a setup against Trump. But they did that by the means of TikTok. So don't underestimate, even though you're right, it's not a news platform type of a thing, right? Like you're not getting your news stories on TikTok and things like that. But don't underestimate the power of the platform.
Right. Okay. So this is what I'll say to that. The power of the platform doesn't matter if it can't legally operate.
No, but it's like, isn't it like the number one platform for people?
It is. So here's the thing. So this is why. Hold on. No, go ahead, Mark. And
1.8 billion monthly active users on TikTok.
Right, but if they shut it down because it's illegal, then what?
Well, it's only going to be shut down in America.
No, I'm right, because this is the thing, though. So when Trump was talking about banning TikTok, this is the point that they were talking about, is the images and the information that comes through TikTok to American citizens versus the images and the influence that comes through Chinese.
But that's true of everything all over the internet.
No. Listen to what I'm not done. So basically, the fuckery that we see, the comedy, the shit that we see on TikTok in America versus what they see over in China, per se. So in China, they see positive images, those type of things. They don't show like the negative shit that we see on our platforms. TikTok is no different than Facebook, no different than Instagram, or no different than X,
or YouTube,
or YouTube even. right? So it's no different than any of those platforms. But one of the things that they pointed out is that the TikToks from China to America are different in terms of how they give it out, and when they disseminate it to Americans or Western people is the negative, the fuckery, the bullshit, the fights, that type of thing. You see what I'm saying? And then so when you go to these different countries, TikTok's not the same thing. Yeah, it's different because culture, whatever, but they don't allow their people to watch shit like that.
I see. Okay.
Certain shit is censored.
Right. I mean, but at the same time, though, it's not necessarily wrong either. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want our people ingesting this shit. It's not like they can't go get it and find it, right? But we're not going to give it the green light.
Filters. They like China got certain filters that they block their people from seeing from us on TikTok from America.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, that's just one aspect of it, though. But the power.
If they block it though, if they block it, you're right. We're gonna go to something else. This is gonna, It's like when they blocked Trump. Trump just built his own platform.
I mean, he had to though. But here's the thing, though, as far as them doing that, but what that whole gesture of them blocking him and all that, it's called canary in the coal mine type of thing, right? So, in essence, so it happens to him, right? However you care, whatever your thoughts is when it comes to him being banned from these platforms, though. But the idea is this, or the thought is that if they can do that to a U.S. president, right? What do you think that they'll be able to do to the American citizen?
That part.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so hold on. On that thought, Trump's gonna they're gonna convict him of all charges. He gonna go to jail and win the election, and they're gonna say, "Well, we gotta pardon him because he gotta go run the country."
He ain't gonna get convicted. They ain't beat him yet.
They're gonna indict him. They're gonna convict him.
They ain't beat him yet.
Yeah,
I don't know that to be a factor, true, or if they're trying to. I do agree.
I remember when y'all heard it first. He gonna be the first president to come. They're gonna pardon him from jail. They're gonna pardon him from jail because he gonna win the presidential election.
And they gonna let him rock this shit anyway.
Yeah. Watch.
Listen, I don't think he's gonna convict him. I'm just saying that he been whooping on. He's been beating them the whole time. And I hate the fact that that it's always it's about Trump, and when it comes to this type of shit, though, when the country is in the condition that it is, because it's really not about this dude. It's really about how they're disseminating information and shit like that, or how we're being manipulated, and it ain't necessarily by one side or by the right, the evil right, and it's not necessarily jumping on the team with them, but saying, hey, these people on the left side, they're manipulating us and using us to get our votes, though, but at the same time we don't get nothing from it, or we don't benefit from it. You know what I mean? And they've continually done that with our people. You dig what I'm saying? And now the Democratic Party, which is not in the sense of what it's truly supposed to be, is not what it should be, because it's been taken over by progressives. So, that's just my thought.
Man, all of that to me, it's just they one and the same. And, we got to either we got to force whoever we side with, we got to force their hand more for our.
Clara said it best. The government don't got no money.
Clearly.
That's our money. So that's why I said it's not about Trump. And so the fact that we talk about him the way that we do takes us away from what we were supposed to be focusing on. You dig what I'm saying?
No. With Trump, though, Trump symbolizes, and that's what he's telling you. He symbolizes the white American man. I can grab a pussy and y'all ain't gonna do shit. I can go kill a bunch of y'all and y'all ain't gonna do shit, and I'll still win. And now we didn't caught him, and no, he didn't defrauded people. He was lying. We catch him lying, cheating, grabbing pussy. and he's gonna win this next election, dog. After all of this trial bullshit, he's gonna be your president.
Because it's a lot of bullshit.
But how many
And
other
they're
presidents
able
been
to-
doing the same shit he been doing? It just wasn't
Thank you,
publicized.
Don. I mean,
It
I
just
don't
wasn't
even have to say
publicized.
much.
So at this point,
What
it
do
don't
you
matter
mean?
if black or white. But at this point, it is what it is. You think, oh, Clinton was just getting his dick sucked for that was just nothing, right? So you know what I'm saying? It's been happening since the beginning of time. They've all done that shit. His shit is just publicized. Instead of getting, I mean, like on some
He's
real
getting
shit.
demons. Hold on, real quick, Don. I'm gonna let you continue real quick. Hold on, real quick. It's only because he's not from their ilk. He's not a traditional politician, so he's an outsider, and so that he's in the mix now, and so he's coming in running it different than the way they feel like he should be running
He
it.
ain't
That's
following
the
no
problem.
rules. Puppet
And the
master.
people, right,
Yeah.
exactly, and even his own people are the traditionalists or whatever. Is like, oh my god, I mean that's what that's about, but it's not a big deal. Will we make it a big deal and talk about it like it's supposed to mean something when it's really about local legislation
And it's
and what you
deflecting
do in your
against the real
communities you
shit
live
that's
in?
happening in the world that ain't nobody paying attention to because they're so worried about him being convicted. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? It's just fucking stupid. Who gives a fuck what he's doing?
Ukraine is getting how much money did they just send to Ukraine though? But
Right.
The real issue is the Democrats and the Republicans don't care about the people. The
Right.
government don't care about the people.
Right.
All of them running the same crew.
Yeah, exactly, Claire.
Weddings, funerals, whatever it is, kids' graduations, Kenny Bunkport, Mar-a-Lago, doesn't matter.
Right.
None of them are for the average citizen. Period.
But here's the thing though. He's not from that.
Look.
He's not from that.
No, but then yes, he's more
That's
from
a
it
fact.
than you and I. He's more from it than you and I.
He's from that. He's not a
But
politician.
he's
I mean,
more
he is
from it
now
than you
because
and
he's
I.
been the president, but he's not a politician.
No, I'm not
And
even
that's-
talking about that. I'm not even talking about the
Okay, so
politicians
what are you talking
themselves.
about?
I'm talking about the social structure and their social class. So you're
so we're
right.
talking-
No, he's not. But I'm talking about the people with because it's the money thing, right? You're getting into that class social structure and where you fall and who ends up getting into these offices because of that. But at the end of the day, none of them really care about us. It's
They
just
don't care about us.
they are more, the Democrats and the Republicans are more alike than they are different. The average citizen is not of their concern. And we really need to move to having a better conversation about having more than a two-party system. Period, point blank. I shouldn't be, as a voter, as number one, as a woman who came from a lineage of women who weren't allowed to vote, who comes as a descendant of slaves who weren't allowed to vote, have to sit and look at my ballot, whether on a local level, on a state level, or on a federal level, and say, wow, none of these options work for me. And so I'm forced to either hate who I vote for or hate who I vote for.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so we know the Democrats, we know the Republicans. So what are the other alternatives that you think that would be that we should put in the forefront of that people should see?
I don't even know that it's anything that even exists as it is. So I don't know that I think it should be the Green Party or the Liberal Party or the working. Like, I don't know. But I'm saying there could be anything. It could be nothing that exists as of right now that gets created. It could be, it doesn't even have to be just one thing. Like Spain has 4 parties, right? Like, we limit ourselves in our mindset in thinking that it could just only be one more thing. Other countries just do it entirely different all over the world. And it works.
Well, Australia, they do the same shit here. They call it labor and I think liberal.
Okay.
And the liberals are the Democrats and the labor are the Republicans.
I need to have more options. I need to have options that speak more to me and my reality. I need to have options for people who, at least on the local level, care about education, care about infrastructure, care about safety, care about elderly being cared for and children being taken care of. right? This whole monkey shit that we've got going on isn't working. It isn't working. Period. Point blank. You've got every voter who is just dissatisfied, right? It doesn't matter if you're a liberal. It doesn't matter if you're independent. It doesn't matter if you're Republican. It doesn't matter if you're conservative. It doesn't matter if you're progressive. Everybody is dissatisfied.
Independents are nothing but people masquerading for one party or the other.
Well, they flip-flop.
I know.
Not me.
Look, so I told my dad like this. My dad, he claimed to be independent right now. It's just like, oh, you're an independent masquerading as a Democrat because you still have those principles, you know. Everybody want to say what they don't want to be guilty of or have their hands on the pot. But I think that ultimately it is all about your local. I mean, this presidency shit is something that's
but even within the local structure, people aren't satisfied.
I mean, and that's true, but you can do more on that level versus
yes.
the presidential conversation that we're having right now. Yeah.
Yes, you
Trump,
can.
Biden, multi-system, you know, multi-party, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, where you live at is where you make your mark, you know, and so this whole thing, when they generalize it, because basically that's what happens when we talk about a presidential election. And they draw a clear line between one side or the other. And then you have those that are kind of like, well, I don't really agree with either side, but I have, you know, one side or the other fits kind of closer to what you believe or whatever the thing is, though. But, you know, ultimately, it's about what you do in your local community. And politics isn't just city council, state Congress, you know, Senate, that type shit, state governor, boo, whatever. Community politics goes to what we do every day, every single day. You know what I mean? How we help our community, how we help people in our community, our families, and those type of things. And those are the things that people don't talk about or focus on. We focus on or Trump, or I'm gonna vote for Biden, or whatever, this and that. But really, ultimately, we don't, and even on this podcast, and we're guilty of that. I mean, and we do talk local politics, but we don't talk about enough. Maybe we do talk about it more. I don't know if I'm right about that. We might talk about local politics a little bit more, but I'm just saying, though, local politics is the politics that affect us because we live in this area, you know. And I think that, you know, the work that we do in our own communities, eventually, you know, we find a representative to represent us to go and fight on the larger stages or whatever. But, you know, until then, it needs to be about that, because you only have two parties running for president or, you know, the presidency or whatever the case may be. But locally, you have more impact and control. And you know, all this other stuff, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. That's just my thoughts, though.
Wow. We are at the 2 hour and 12-minute mark.
We are.
She's like, on that note.
So I think we ran through a lot of topics tonight, though. We catch y'all backstage. I made a new outro, but I didn't upload it. And so,
did you upgrade the credits? No.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I did.
Okay.
So listen, I updated the credits and I got the video. I made it and everything. Hold on, let me see. Let me stall y'all out. Let me see if I can upload it before I. What did you say?
Said stall him out, Devo.
Right. You're gonna get involved. You're gonna get involved.
God damn it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Where did I do that?
Where did Reynald run off to? Oh, he ran out of his hotspot minutes.
Oh, not the minutes.
No, he was probably getting. He says, "Yo, I need to dip. I have to take mom to the airport at 3 a.m." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
He was already sleeping.
Well, I'm glad I don't do that no more.
He said, "Yeah, take her to the clear port." What was I doing? Oh, the video.
No short-term memory loss.
No. I remembered. Just kind of help me out.
Do you remember?
Y'all just kind of help me out a little bit, but I kind of wrote people out.
Got
Yeah,
your
so
back,
I did do the credits. Where are those credits at? It ain't 51 seconds, is it? No, that's the wrong thing.
Well,
looking through the files.
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. This shit hard too. It's hard as fuck though. I didn't even condense. I didn't even process it yet. We got all y'all's names on here. All the music's fresh. It's dope. I didn't upload it.
I got this girl here named Maxine Dexter.
But yeah, I'm running for president. Y'all vote for me. Write-in ballot. Double R for
You were supposed to do that a little while ago.
4 years ago.
What? Run for president? I ain't old enough yet.
Let me tell you something. You tell me when you
the same age
were going to run for president the year you were 36.
I know, but I wasn't ready then.
I know you wouldn't.
I think thanks for the confidence. I'm ready now though. I think
No, I didn't mean it like that. There were things happening in life in that decade.
I know. I was just being funny, but no. I think right now I'd be perfect, but I'm not. Yeah. They would have a problem.
Get up there and run and just every time you have you're dressed in the union, you just rap, nigga. Fuck it.
Just have a concert, nigga, right now.
Fuck
Here it is.
I just came to address the union.
I feel like that's an episode of Boom Bap.
And then have a concert, nigga. On
Right,
this.
I'm just saying. I just came to address the union.
Start busting rap so
Rap
niggas.
star.
Hold
You
on.
know what I'm saying?
Nigga, it's the president. Nigga having the goddamn
States.
we're dressed. You
know
know
what?
the dress.
You
The
should
dress,
run,
nigga, and
you
have
should
a
run.
concert, nigga.
You should run. I think that you'll have a few haters, but so does everybody else.
I'm gonna put you out on Front Street. Am I still your VP?
Absolutely. You already know.
Peer pressure.
We gonna get this. Hey, listen. But I'm not fucking with no progressives though. They're gonna hate me though. It's gonna be difficult because that's gonna be a hard.
That's
a
why
hard
you.
one.
That's why you need me to balance that.
Which you gonna run
I'm not
on,
solid
dog?
progressive, but you know.
What I'm gonna run on? I'm gonna run on crime.
Crime. Okay.
Crime and education.
You gonna be tough on
You
crime?
gonna have me with education all day.
Extremely. I'm that too. What? So hold on. What you ask that question again, Darren?
And what's your stance on abortion, sir? Here's my mic. If you can see it, there it is.
Oh, okay. Well, abortion. It's a state choice. I mean, the states will deal with that, and it's not a Supreme Court issue, and the federal government will not be involved. So, states, take care of your business. Next question.
Take care of your bitches. All right. So, sir,
I like that.
Yeah. Take care of your bitches. Yeah, you know.
I'm ready. I'm on the interview right now.
Somebody else come up with some questions so we can, we interviewing the future, the runner up,
Runner up. I'm president. You mean?
What are your top 3 priorities?
My top 3 priorities is going to be healthcare, the border, and healthcare, the border, and the economy. Of course, the economy first, though, but then the other shit. But
how do you create jobs?
How do I create jobs?
More specifically, how do you create jobs for single Black women?
That ain't my problem, bro. That ain't my problem, bro. It's for everybody. I'm trying to create jobs for everybody.
You're a Black man. You don't care about your community?
I'll tell you how to create jobs.
I care about people, and I care about the machine
this nigga
working.
just went on the motherfucking niggas on us. He just pulled the what's that nigga name? They got a big head now because he's skinny. What's his name? The one that ran.
Oh, Al
Al
Sharpton.
Sharpton.
Yeah, that Al Sharpton. And you just did an Al Sharpton on this nigga or a Ti, nigga.
Expeditiously.
Yeah. Let me
Okay,
tell you. Let me
that
tell you
right,
how
'cause I
to create
didn't.
jobs. Let me give you your answer, Olin, right now. You upgrade every single federal interstate and state highway, in at least in the 48 states. Hold on.
Oh, absolutely.
And wait a minute. Listen to me.
Roads,
You
high-speed rail.
Hold on. We'll get to high-speed rail in a minute. You start with the roads, right? You start with the freeways and the highways, the state highways, and the interstates and the bridges. When you do that, so no more striping. Everything's going to have raised reflectors to separate the lanes, because you either A, see them, they're going to reflect off your headlights, or B, you're going to feel them when you run over them, right? When you run over them, right? What this does automatically, you have to have your engineers, you have to have your surveyors, you have to have all your computer companies going to work, because every single thing needs hardware. Everybody's going to need software. You need all of your office people to run this stuff. You need flaggers. You need construction. You need the people to lay the tar or lay the cement, the concrete, whatever it's called, the pavement's called. You have all the new trucks they're going to need to be able to do this, and you literally build a budget for every single state so that every single state can afford to do this. Right? Now, here's what happens when you upgrade all your bridges and all your highways and all your interstates, is you naturally have developers that are coming and say, wait a minute, I didn't realize this is great property. This is prime property. You also include the rails, like you said. You update every single railroad, and then you start building the high-speed rails. And internally, and this comes out of the defense budget, because you can move commodities within the states without having to use air, right? So if you're at war, you can move things internally without needing to have people in the sky. And I'm not taking away from the air, the airlines or any of that, but they're good. And you immediately put everybody to work. Everybody should have a job. Everybody who's able-bodied, by the time you just focus on that, everybody who's able-bodied should be able to work.
Okay. So one thing I would do is I would make it mandatory for DNA testing when babies are born.
Yep, we're gonna nip that in the bud too.
And that would be a federal law. That wouldn't even. I don't care about your state.
Man, you gonna have
because we got to raise the standard, right?
I'm going to raise the standard. That's going to be definitely one thing. Is it's like, and then when it comes to, I'm not saying that I would get rid of the service. I got you. I mean, I'm not trying to say I would cut services, but I would say that I would make services available for fathers. Mothers have access, fathers don't, in most cases. And so that would be a thing for me, though. If we're going to use these services to help the family or help children, it's imperative that fathers are involved in that whole thing when it comes to services.
We're going to split it down the middle.
Oh, that's fine. Thanks for giving us half. But I mean, but we've gotten nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being funny, but we've gotten nothing. And so what I'm saying, and the reason why I say that is because it's like this. Fathers, or whatever, they can lose their license, they can go to jail. A woman can continually have children or choose to have children or be manipulated to have children because she isn't coherent, whatever the case may be, and there's no penalty for that, and that is fucked up. And so for me, as a president or whatever the case may be, that would be eliminated for me. The first things first, it would be, we're going to make sure that the baby where he need to be, or who's the father, we're going to establish that. After that, if you have two people that have a child, whatever, then and they're in a situation to where they need help and services or whatever, whether it be education, housing, and looking for jobs, then those people would have access at those programs and those programs would ideally lift those people up into being middle-class citizens and have opportunity in the country to be entrepreneurs if that's what their goal is. I don't know, but that's what I would do. Definitely.
No, I don't disagree with that. So when I said half, I meant like this. So you take the concept that you've got a man and a woman, they have X amount of children, be it 1 child, 2 children, whatever that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to deal with the people that got multiple baby mamas and multiple baby daddies. Like set that concept aside, or that reality aside, right? Saying that in order to raise this child or these children, it requires X amount of dollars for X amount of period of time, because there has to also be a time limit. You're not just going to have endless services till the children are 18, 19.
No, absolutely not.
There's amount of time, right? So
that's why you my VP. That's what we do.
X amount of dollars per month for whatever years it is, but that needs to be split in half, right? It's not that the mom gets $2,500 a month and the dad gets $2,500 a month. If it's $2,500 a month, you each get $1,250. These children are going to be shared, whatever that looks like. You guys have to figure out how to make this work.
So listen, so that's what I'm saying. So available services for families when you have a child involved. We're home ownership, housing, education, or whatever.
I like home ownership. We should encourage people to own homes.
Right. Education is huge for me. Healthcare is another thing that's important to me. I don't like how the healthcare system works right now as it is, and I work in healthcare.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, sir.
Replace.
You on the cabinet, man. This is the cabinet right here.
I think education is a play and misconception, and instead of saying get your education, it promote upskilling, because that has a different.
What do you mean when you say that?
Upskilling mean if you're gonna go to school to be an accountant, go to school to be a doctor. If you a blue collar, go get a plumbing skill, go get an electrician skill. Those
I
do
went
not.
to Benson Tech because when we were the school, we went to Benson, right? You know about that. You probably heard us talk about this before, though. But Benson was a school, and my dad went to that school, and a few of my uncles. It was built for that, and that was back in the day. So those are old concepts that I think that would be relevant, kind of to what you're talking about. But they taught you trades.
Yeah, they taught you trades, but more than trades, but a skill. You like to be able to.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you can go and do that.
Yeah, so you can graduate from Benson without having to go to college. That's
right.
Metal
fabrication, home building, auto mechanics, shit like that, man.
They had aviation in there, all that.
Yep. Speaking of
good. They need more of that.
I got an idea for the president and VP. We need to make sure that if you are not an American fucking citizen, you can't even bring your ass over here thinking you're gonna suck up benefits. Period.
Oh, we ain't no. I'm big on that, and I said that a while ago in one of our shows that I believe that our country would go back to greatness if we invested in our country. And what I mean by that is the poor people, the homeless people, or whatever, and fixing the situation that's going on in this country, not sending all our money to Ukraine and helping all these motherfuckers in Israel. Absolutely, thank you for that. But absolutely, I mean, I'm saying we support them, and I get that as a whole, but we're not finna give them the whole bag. We get a couple
in favor of charging them, pulling our troops out, and if you need our help, charging that country
all day.
Yeah.
Why am I sending any of my people over there to die?
Our troops should be on our borders.
Right. We got look, you got to pay. That's why they didn't like Trump.
Hey,
when he went over there, he was like, "Man, no, we ain't."
Well, make no mistake about it. Our troops are over there to control dynamics of global.
I understand all of that. I mean, I'm not saying you just pull everybody back
to fight the drug cartels.
I would crush them.
Would you? You go there and crush
them? You won't crush Chapo? Well, Chapo's not
I would crush them. They not do it. Because they understand the dynamics of economics, and so there's there's money there. So why would they do anything? But
No,
if
I'm
we
saying,
try
would
to,
you go there? Would you go there and eliminate all of the cartels, the drug cartels?
I just said I would crush them.
You send the troops?
Yeah. We got all the weaponry. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just spray them down, nigga. We
Get
taking
them
over the
down.
coke and we sell the coke. I'm just saying, though. It's what I'm saying, bro. My VP is gonna talk to me about that, but I mean, I'm just saying, though. I mean, like, we ain't going for it, though.
We gonna sell the coke.
But y'all not finna do it, though. Y'all not finna do it. Not right next to us. Not across the street. You're not finna do that. We want in.
They're
If
gonna
a,
do that
if a Nickelback.
on International Boulevard on their side of the border.
Hold on. If a nickel bag gets sold in the street, this is America. If a nickel bag gets sold in the street, nigga, I want in. Kings of New York, if y'all don't know the movie. But anyway, that would be my line. That would be my line.
If a nickel bag is sold in the street, I want.
I want in. I want in. I want 2 cents. You get you get 3. I get 2. I own the block. Fuck out of here, nigga. Hey, PDXDOPE Live. We in the building. Y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. I don't know. I send out directions to these people that's on this panel right now. I don't know. I don't know if they liked it though, but they just shared it.
I always share it. So.
Okay, I know you, Mark. You even play. Mark is right there. I see his thing right there. He's playing this on his platform, so I appreciate you, brother. But yeah, the likes help our show get out there to people. We had a great show last week. Did great on the numbers. We're trying to do the same thing. The rewatch is the goal. Until then, you guys have a great time and great day and all that good shit. I'll see y'all backstage.
You got the outro?
I got it. And we out. Deuces.
I don't believe I'm gonna die sipping on no ice. I don't believe I'm gonna die because I got a bad heart. I believe I'm gonna die doing what I'm born for. I believe I'm gonna die off the people. I'm gonna die for the people because I live for the people. I live for the people because I love the people. You can murder a nigga, but you can't murder a nigga rich. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder a nigga.
You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Here we go.
The lyric penning equal to Trump's winning. The bigger question is how the Russians.
The best thing, lose control, fully on, focus all about my dough, yeah. Oh yeah.
That's funny.
And we out of this mode. Right on, brother. We out.